I didn't think we could fall in love, broken from the start, chained to our past. We had closed hearts. We are breaking free. It's just you and me. We might fall apart, but we're all in love. Can we break free? Can we break free? Can we break free? Can we? They were blinded, tried to deny us, didn't think we were following our hearts. We are breaking free, it's just you and me. We might fall apart, but we're not in love with our. Can we break free? Can we break free? Can we break free? Can we?
I'm falling. Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's cold.
All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Best Bet Live, streaming live out of Jacksonville, Florida, 201 Monument Road. Tonight, we're bringing you the feature and final tables for the Christ the King Charity Poker Tournament. Yeah, we're doing a charity tournament for a local Catholic school here. It was $100 buy-ins, $20 rebuys happening throughout. We've got about 200 people in this thing, so we've got some really good money going to this great school. They're raising money, I believe, to refurbish their basketball facilities. Last time the tournament was in town, we helped out with their soccer team and providing updates to their facilities for their soccer team. So we're glad to be a part of that, and we're doing it again tonight. There are a bunch of bounties throughout the tournament, some really cool prizes, and cash prizes to the top 4 players. First place is going to get $2,000. Second place will be $1,000. Third place, $600, and fourth place, $400. Last I heard, before all the rebuys started, they raised about $15,000. I believe that's what I heard. So hopefully we can get a lot more for this organization. So we should be starting here momentarily. And with this being a charity tournament, there's going to be a lot of newcomers to poker. So bear with us here as we watch the show. It should be a lot of fun. Here we go. Buttons starting in the 5-seat. Blinds are starting at 100 and 200.
I know. These are a little bigger.
We didn't mean to say anything bad.
It is really loud. Again, normally we don't have any other tables going on around the live stream table, but tonight we've got 20 tables going on right here for this tournament. So it's going to be a little loud, guys. Bear with us. But we look forward to some good poker. Starting out, we've got Steph Curry here in the 8th seat with Ace Jack offsuit. Obviously, she can tell she's got a good hand. Got some growing pains here we'll go through. So far, everybody just getting used to the table here. We are calling around. Getting the blind start at 100 and 200.
Looks like everybody has ace king. As of right now, you're looking at $400. 8 players in.
And looks like we had one person fold. 8 players going to the flop here. We'll see what the flop has in store for us. Again, this was $100 buy-ins, $20 rebuys anytime the players are at or below 5,000 in chips. And there's the flop, King, Jack 9. We've got 2 spades. A couple things going on here. We've got Adi in the 2-seat, flopped the straight, King high straight. And right behind him, though, is Grant. He's got 2 spades. 2 spades on the board. He's looking to make a flush higher than a straight. So far, everybody's checking. We've got Steph Curry here. Steph's got a pair of jacks with an ace kicker. She likes her hand. She's going to bet it 1,000. Uncle Tony calls in the 9th seat. He's looking to get a straight here. He wants to hit a 7 or a queen to make a straight. Unfortunately for Uncle Tony, Adi in the 2 seat has beaten him to it. Suzette's here in the middle. She's got top pair. She knows she's got something good. Or not. She's going to let it go. Hey, Brandon, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. And there's the raise here. He knows what he has. He's got that straight raised to 2,000. Back to Grant with the flush draw. Looking for a spade to improve his hand. He makes the call. Don't see what Robert has. We're having trouble picking up the cards. That's the thing with this game. The cards that the players are using, they have RFID chips inside of them. And those little boxes in front of them on the table, they just place the cards there, and the table reads the cards, sends it back here to the back room for us to be able to see what they have. Sometimes it doesn't work. There we go. Robert's cards did pop up. King Deuce. He picks up 2 pair on the turn, kings and deuces. Grant still looking for a spade, but we got Steph here first to act with the pair of jacks, deciding what she wants to do. Tony checks behind, still looking for a straight. Back to Adi.
Not yet.
Frustrating.
You can bet or you can check.
He has the best hand right now, and he's betting 2,000.
Oh! Grant.
Grant calls, still looking for a spade. Robert there picked up the deuce on the turn. He's got 2 pair. He is looking for a king or a deuce on the river to best Adi's straight. King or a deuce would give Robert the full house.
Yes.
So at the moment, yes.
Steph makes the call with the jacks, and Uncle Tony's in. He's looking for his straight. He needs a queen just to chop with Adi. River comes at 10. Adi, the only one with the queen. He has the nuts, the best hand on the table right now.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been. Somebody on my game was back.
The only hand that could beat him would be ace queen, and luckily for him, nobody has it. So everybody's checking right now. Over to Adi. There's already over 21,000 in this pot. We started with 5,000 in chips. A couple of them bought in, did the rebuys initially for 5,000 more.
$1,000 for first place.
Yeah, this is a charity tournament benefiting Christ the King Catholic School, and we're going to see a lot of people that have never played poker before. So they're going to be asking a lot of questions, and that's fine. We're great. We love teaching the game to new players. So Robert here is the one who bets on the river. He's got 2 pair. He thinks his 2 pair is good. Steph makes the call, and Adi, he's moving all in. He's all in for less. He did not opt to get the add-on at the beginning. Again, anytime these players are at or below 5,000, they can put $20 on the table, get another 5,000 in chips. So everybody's called. We're at showdown, and we're all seeing Adi straight. King high straight. He's going to take it all. Not all of it, though. There is a side pot here. Robert looks to get the side. The extra chips. Looks like 12, 24, 36. 3,600 is going to Robert there with the king deuce.
Since you had less, you won't get those chips, but you will get the main.
Wow, good job.
And there we have it. That's the first hand of the night.
You would have tied this because he had a queen also.
Plenty of poker to go. This is the featured table. We will be playing down to the final table and to the winners. The final 4 players are going to get paid. First place, $2,000. Second place, $1,000. Third place, $600. And fourth place, $400.
I'm not up for the chickens. Yeah,
And we are streaming out of Jacksonville, Florida. Best Bet Jacksonville. This is the Regency location. Always have something going on here, some kind of promotion, some kind of tournament. If you want more information about what we have to offer, visit our website, bestbetjacks.com, for more details. I'll bring up some things as we go along in the stream, just to let you know what's going on here in Jacksonville.
and I get out because I didn't have any nerves.
We have a raise.
So actions to Uncle Tony under the gun with ace-10 of clubs. He puts the raise in, 1,200 to go. Adi sitting with all those chips after that first hand. He makes the call with a suited queen. Everybody else is folding so far. Well, it comes back to Steph here with the ace-10 of hearts. It's going to be very good news for Adi. Steph folds between Uncle Tony and Adi. Heads up action going to the flop. First 3 cards. 10-5 tray. There are 2 spades on the board. Uncle Tony hits a pair of 10s. Adi hits the pair of 5s. Tony is betting out, leading out here. Looks like an all-in situation with top pair. Can't blame him for that. Heads up in this charity tournament there. That's enough to scare Adi off. And Tony's going to win this hand.
Oh, you won, but you don't even know what that says. You get mad when you don't even show? No, that's because he went out. Everybody went out. Oh, well, can we see? Oh, so he could have just faked us?
He could have. That could have been a bluff.
You have to pay to see. A lot of people like to say it's paid, like you pay for it. You got to pay to see the cards.
Can I watch Facebook Live?
Technically, you cannot watch it while you're at this.
That would be, she just faked us.
So at the moment,
All right,
As seen on TV.
he didn't even show his cards. Come on.
Yeah? She's coming. No. Oh, we got to wait 20 minutes delay? Okay.
they want me to show my
Just
cards.
one, and he didn't even have to
No
show his
limit
cards.
that's home as seen on TV. Remember, if you have a good hand, make sure you bet. Make sure you bet. If you have a good hand, if you have a bad hand, fold early.
Can everybody sit down?
Fold early, the bad hand, that blocks with the big hand.
This card, you don't have to worry about that. But it's up to you. If you feel like it's good, you can get in there.
So we do take a look at the promotion calendars as action's slowing up a little bit here. Tonight, we do have high hands going on from 8 to 11 p.m. If you're in the area, come pay us a visit, 201 Monument Road. Again, tonight, 8 to 11 p.m. Every 30 minutes, the high hand in the room is going to win $500.
Mine or better?
Throughout the whole month of November, up until the 27th, every day from noon to 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Every 30 minutes during those windows, the high hand's going to get a honey-baked ham. That's right, high hams are back by popular demand.
It's already on my shoulder.
You win a high hand during one of those periods, and you're going to get a voucher for a honey-baked ham. And just to let you know, special holiday hours on Thanksgiving. We're going to open a little bit later, 3 p.m. we are opening, remaining open for 24 hours throughout the weekend until Sunday night. Also that night, Thanksgiving night, from midnight to 10 a.m. We're having our Black Friday promotion, a black chip, $100 every 15 minutes from midnight to 10 a.m. Rejoining the action here, Uncle Tony with 2 pair on the turn, 9s and 4s. He's going to lead out. He bets 1,700. Audie makes the call. He has an open-ended straight draw. He's looking for a king or an 8 to make his straight. Robert with a open-ended straight draw himself, looking for a queen or a 7 to complete his straight. He makes the call. And everybody else folds around. We've got 3 players going to the river here.
So we have 3 players left.
Jack of spades does not improve anybody's hand. Uncle Tony with the best hand, jacks and 9s. He's checking and looking at everybody else's hands. They're probably going to check right behind him. Although Robert thinking about it. And no, he does not bet. Uncle Tony's going to take this one down with 2 pair. Again, if you're just tuning in, thank you for joining us here on Best Bet Live. Tonight we're streaming the feature and final tables, the Christ the King Catholic School Charity Poker Tournament. Raising money for improvements around the school.
9s and 4s. So as soon as this happens, anyone with a jack will be in the
So it kept me from betting.
As soon as we get all the rebuy information in, I'll let you know how much we were able to raise tonight. Again, paying top 4 spots. First place, walking away with $2,000. We also have bounties at every table, some pretty cool prizes over there. Golf lessons, all really nice golf clubs, a couple bottles of liquor. Be a lot of fun there.
Where did you go to school? Husband went to Boyd Anderson. Doesn't mind. He's very white. American.
All right, this weekend we've got a nice little series going little mini series coming into town that we are hosting. We've got a 100K guaranteed tournament with flights tomorrow and Saturday, 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. $360 buy-ins gets you a chance at that $100,000 guaranteed prize pool. $20,000 in chips, 30-minute levels on day one. If you make it to day two, which is on Sunday, levels increase to 40 minutes, and we will be streaming the final table of that tournament here on Best Bet Live. As soon as we get to it, we will start streaming. So be sure to hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button so you can get updated when we go live. You can watch final table action Sunday evening. 6 players to the flop here. Queen high board. It's a rainbow. 3 different suits. Right now, Stephanie with top pair. She's got a pair of queens. Suzette's betting her pair of 7s. It's getting everybody to fold so far. Going to go around to Stephanie. With top pair, she makes the call. Uncle Tony here. He's already folded. He's already left this hand. There we go. We're going to be heads up to the turn. 2 players going to 4th Street. Deuce of diamonds. That doesn't improve anybody's hand. Stephanie's pair of queens are still the best. Suzette checks her 7s. Stephanie's going to check right behind her. Feel like she missed a bet there. She could have gotten a little bit out of Suzette, but Suzette's getting a bet together here on the river. $2,400 in the pot, and she bet $600. Stephanie, all you got to do is call to win it. Just put it in there. There it is. She makes the call. She's going to win this one. 2 pair, queens and deuces. Of course. Suzette had a little premature celebration there. Stephanie's going to win this one. Queens and deuces. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight, folks. Charity tournament. Everybody's here to have some fun and raise some money. We're going to go back to this weekend. We've got the 100K guarantee with flights tomorrow, 4 flights tomorrow and Saturday, 11 and 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, let me see here. Where is the structure for this? So we've got on Saturday, starting at noon, we've got the $2,100 no-limit hold'em with $500 bounties. The Bankroll Builder is what we're calling this one. That's a 6-player per table max tournament, $2,100 buy-in. Every time you knock a player out, you're going to win $500 just for doing that. We just had the World Poker Tour in town, and we did this tournament during that series, and we had a pretty good show out for it. So we're looking to have another good show out here, hopefully to bring in some new players, some bigger players into the area, and it should be a really good tournament. Then finally, rounding out that series, Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m., the $350 no-limit hold'em monster stack. So plenty of different, we got different kinds of tournaments going on for you to try. On top of all the cash games we have to offer, be sure to come down to visit us, 201 Monument Road, Jacksonville, Florida. So Suzette here on the button, best position on the table with pocket queens, and rightfully so. She raises to $1,000 pre-flop. Everybody seems to be calling right now. And Steph calls 10-9 offsuit. We've got 5 players going to the flop.
Give us something good.
9 high board, rainbow, 3 different suits out there. Suzette's queens are dominating everybody else right now. So far we're all checking. Everybody's checking here. We're gonna probably check all the way around to Suzette. Although Steph with top pair, didn't see her 9 there. She's probably gonna make a bet here. She does. She bets 500. Suzette just calls right behind, just makes the call. Now this is a little different. We're kind of short stacked here, 5,000 in chips. Blind levels are going to be going up rather quickly in this charity tournament. But anytime during the rebuy period, anytime a player is at or below 5,000, they can buy another 5,000 for $20. Everybody checks the turn there. 5 comes on the river. Suzette's queens and 5s are still the best hand, but Steph is going to be betting here, betting 1,000. Suzette makes the call with the best hand. She's going to win this one. A little payback, she's redeeming herself. And to go, she thought she won, but she didn't. But now she's dragging a pot. Everyone having fun here. Best Bet Jacksonville.
There she is. Beautiful. Thank you. Where else would I sit you? You knew I was going to sit you at the table where you can enjoy yourself.
Woohoo! Hey! Nice. Risky, right? Oh, yeah, because I'm not.
Or keep those rebinds going. Anytime you have 5,000 or less, it's just $20. Stay in this tournament with $2,000 first place prize money.
I don't have 400. I need to change. Okay. So that's a call. That's what I did before. I thought I called.
Oh, it's up. They're up watching it. So Tony's family's in Jersey.
Oh, I'm so shocked.
His sister-in-law. They're up watching the live feed, you guys.
Pretty blind.
How cool is
If you are just tuning in, thank you for joining us here. Best Bet Live. If you are new to the stream, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button so you can get updated every time we go live. We've got cash games, we've got final tables for big tournaments. There's always a lot of content, both live and in our archives on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. You can go back and watch all of our old videos that we've streamed just to see some really good poker play. Lots of different kinds of games for you to watch. Go over our upcoming schedule in just a moment. So we've got 7 players to the flop here, 2 queens on the board. So far, everybody's checking. We're not picking up Tex's cards in the 5 seat. We have no idea what he has. We'll try to play along and guess.
If you have a pair and the highest card, would that be other people or no? If the high card doesn't help you if you have pairs. It does help? Should you count?
Stephanie, a little speech here. Scared everybody. Everybody's checking behind. Suzette's going to make the bet here with position and some chips to play with. She makes the bet 1,000. Pair of queens on the board. That might scare everybody off. Stephanie, though, with the ace, might just stick around. Does make the call. And, Steph should fold there. She does. 2 players, heads up action going to the turn. 6 of spades.
Hey, Tony.
Stephanie's ace high with the spade draw. Pretty good hand here. Suzette's looking for a king or a 9 on the river to win this one. I think Stephanie's getting a bet together. Nope, she's going to check it. Looking for a free card. And that's all that Suzette says, yeah, I'm going to check as well. Stephanie picking up the spade on the river. She's got 5 spades. She's got a flush. She's moving all in. Suzette really has nothing to call with, unfortunately. She doesn't have a pair, but she's thinking. She's asking how many chips are there. It might have a factor here. Stephanie is a bounty. If she gets knocked out, Suzette's going to get a pretty good prize. I'm not sure what the first prize is. Suzette does lay it down. She makes the fold. Stephanie's going to win this one with the nut flush. Yeah. Hey, Trevor, thanks for joining. Yeah, I gotta keep my finger on the volume knob here. This is a charity tournament. It's a $100 buy-in, $20 rebuys, benefiting Christ the King Catholic School. From what I've been told, my understanding is we're going to be making this money's going to improve basketball facilities. Last time they were in town, they were raising money to help out the soccer team. Really good cause. But with this being a charity tournament, a bunch of people coming from that community, and a lot of them have never played cards before. So this will be a lot of fun. Moving on to the next hand. I'm going to go ahead and post the upcoming live stream schedule in the chat for you. If you ever want to check it out, you can go to our website, bestbetjacks.com, click on the poker tab, go down to Best Bet Live. You can see the upcoming live schedule. If you see a game you like there, one of the cash games, and you want to play, you can send your information to Johnny P at bestbetjacks.com and get on the wait list for one of those games, and you can find yourself on the stream right here. Ooh. Our next stream again this Sunday, the final table of the $360 buy-in, 100K guaranteed tournament. 4 flights into that day 2. As soon as we get down to a final table, we will start the stream to watch some fun tournament action. So far, everybody's calling. We got a couple good hands there. We got a mystery hand by Stephanie in the 7th seat. We got 5 players to see the flop. Jack high board. There's 2 clubs. I don't see a flush draw though. Still don't know what Stephanie has. There it is, King 9 of spades. So right now the best hand, Tex with a pair of jacks. Top pair with a king kicker. It's check to him. He puts the bet in $1,000 into a $2,000 pot. Interesting. I'm surprised Robert folds his jack there. He also had top pair. Must have sensed something was going on with Tex right next to him. Oh, he did make the call. Never mind. I thought I saw him push his cards in.
I'm giving my daughter's last advisor.
Robert checks. We're checking down. Tex still with the best hand. Not scared of that ace on the river. He makes the bet $1,000. Robert calls, and unfortunately for him, he is out-kicked. That king is going to play for Tex. Tex takes this pot down.
Rebuy. Dustin. Eric's got it.
You don't seem very excited, Mr. Glenn.
Again, with this being a charity tournament, during the rebuy period, anytime you are at or below 5,000 in chips, that was the starting chip stack, you can do a $20 rebuy to get 5,000 more. I do believe when the rebuy period's over, everybody remaining has the option to buy more chips. Again, just trying to raise money for Christ the King Catholic School. The blind's currently 200, 400. So far, everybody just calling.
Worked out for you so far.
We have a raise here. Tex out of the small blind. He picks up pocket tens. He's got a pair of tens. He raised to 1,400, 1,000 more to play to everybody else that had called. Steph lays it down. Uncle Tony looks to make the call. He does with his Queen 9 offsuit. Robert calls with Jack 8 of hearts. We've got 3 players going to the flop. 3 cards. Here they are. Ace high, 2 sevens. Pair of tens by Tex in the 5 seat are still the best hand.
This is the last level of the rebuy period. Don't worry, I will give you plenty of time to take that double rebuy and on this level. But this is the last.
So he bets, puts the continuation bet in of 1,000 into a little over $5,000 pot. That gets everybody to fold, and Tex taking another one down.
And then that's it. We're for real now. You're not
Go after those bounty players.
So the blinds have increased this hand. Sounds like 400 and 800 are going to be the blinds. That is something for these charity tournaments that we do. The structure is a little quick, but with everybody adding on chips, just having a good time, it works out.
They're going to give you a warning, though. But they said they'll give you a warning.
Yeah, after this level, you'll be able to buy one last time. No matter how many chips
All right, we got bounty eliminated.
you could rebuy for another 5,000, and then that's it. For the rest of the night.
And while Uncle Tony's explaining the game, he's picked up the best hand in the game, pocket aces. Not sure what Steph has right now. She makes the call of 800 over to Uncle Tony. He's getting that raise together. 800's the bet. Nice, I don't know, $2,400, $2,500 raise would be nice. Oh, a little bit heavier than that. 3,500 to go. A little over 4 times the big blind, and that's going to scare everybody off so far. Over to Stephanie, 10-6 out of the big blind. Making the look. 3 players in. One of them has a hand. Everybody looking. She folds. I guess it doesn't matter. She's folding anyway. Yeah, we're gonna see some questionable things here in this. Normally, a player's not going to show half the table, including someone in the hand, what they have. But we're having fun. Having fun. And again, as soon as the rebuy period's over, when we get a count, I'll let you know what the final number is that we were able to raise for Christ the King Catholic School. We are at the feature table. We'll be breaking down as soon as we get to the final table. We'll start putting up the. We'll have a lot more information for you guys. We're paying the top 4 places. First place, $2,000. Second place, $1,000. Third place, $600. And fourth place, $400.
Keep those rebuys going. First place, big time, $2,000.
So far, everybody just calling the big blind. 800. Got 4 players limping to see the flop. First 3 cards. Here we go. 6, 5, deuce. We have 2 spades, but there's not a spade draw right now. Currently the best hand, Amanda, with the overpair. Pair of sevens. and position. She's the last one to act. She gets to see what everybody else does before it's her turn. And she checks after everyone checks. King of diamonds on the turn. Does not improve anybody's hand. Amanda's sevens are still the best hand on the table. Steph checks. Uncle Tony right behind her. Everybody checks around. We're going to see a river card for free. Fifth Street is the tray of diamonds. Amanda's sevens have held up, but let's see how the betting goes. She very well could be bet off this, depending how the action goes here on the river. Don't imagine much happening. He checks to Tex with the ace high, sensing some weakness out of everybody. Bets 2,000. A little more than half the pot here. About half the pot, excuse me. $3,600. He bets 2,000. Over to Amanda with a pair. She's putting it in. She's making the call. Good call by Amanda. Everybody else is going to fold. Amanda is going to take this one down. All she has to do is show her cards. She sees Tex. All he has is ace high. Oh boy. Amanda wins this one. Pair of sevens. Nice hand, Amanda.
It's the shy and retired.
We're all our type of teachers, right?
It's the office staff. That's what it is.
Big stack at the table. Adi, over 20,000 in chips. Facing 800, he makes the call at ace-10. Pretty good hand here, especially at a table of players with this amount of experience. I think a raise would have been in order.
You have all the money.
Amanda with pocket sevens again. She just makes the call. Stephanie right behind with position on the button. King six of clubs. Everybody's limping so far. Yep, that's a good call by Stephanie there on the button with the suited king. Got Steph here with king, queen offsuit out of the small blind.
Well, you should have.
And she makes the call. Uncle Tony in the big blind. He checks it. We're going six-handed to the flop. First three cards are coming.
All right, about 7 more minutes left.
Jack high board, 3 diamonds. Steph is the only one with a diamond in her hand, drawn for that flush. She's first to act. She checks. Everybody's checking so far. Checking around. Amanda with the sevens, she checks. We're going to see a free card here. Deuce of clubs. There's a pair on the board. Amanda currently with the best hand, sevens and deuces. Again, Steph, the only player drawing to a flush here with the queen of diamonds. And Amanda feeling her pocket pair. She makes the bet, 1,000.
Steph, you can always fire her.
She makes the call here with king high. Everybody else is getting the fold.
Okay, let's see.
Just going to be 2 players heads up to the river. 5 of clubs on the river. Does not improve Stephanie's hand. Amanda currently with the best hand. 2 pair 7s and deuces with a jack. She's first to act.
Yeah, at the end of the level, in 5 minutes, they're going to
Under 5,000 to find out.
You gotta wait till I spank your dog. They'll make an announcement though.
And she bets. It's going to be a minimum bet, 800. She tried to bet a little bit less, but 800 is the minimum that she can bet at this point. Blinds are 400, 800 currently.
Oh, she's gonna win the bounty. She's gonna get you. See, she's trying to get you out.
Stephanie makes the call. Amanda's going to like that. 7s and deuces are the best hand. Let me get my finger on the volume knob here.
You're high-fiving someone that just took your money.
Mama's bringing on the money tonight.
That's because he wants you.
I want you around.
If you're just tuning in, thank you for joining us here. Best Bet Live, streaming out of Jacksonville, Florida, bringing you the feature and final tables, the Christ the King Charity Tournament, benefiting Christ the King Catholic School.
Grant, are you good? I'm good right now.
Grant just calling here, flats for 800 pre-flop with ace-10 of diamonds. Again, we're having trouble finding a hand to raise with pre-flop. So far, everybody just limping. We're going to see action speed up quite a bit, though, as these blinds increase. Just the way the structure is for these charity tournaments. We got 4 players going to the flop right here. 7, 7, 4.
$20 keeps you in this tournament. You're 5,000 or less.
Grant here with the ace high, ace 10. He's going to bet 800.
$2,000 per
Thinking his ace 10 is the best hand, and I mean, pretty much is. That's going to get everybody to fold. And that bet on the flop's going to take it down for Grant. Nice hand for Grant.
Did I bet less than 800? So that's what I had to bet. Or I could have just checked.
Or you could have checked if you had like a monster hand to try to try.
That's all right. Thank you.
No, that was definitely a good bet on the flop.
Crazy here.
To take that one down. Again, we do have high hand going on tonight everywhere else in the room, all the cash games, until 11 p.m. Every 30 minutes, we're giving away $500 to the highest hand in the room. If you're in the neighborhood, come pay us a visit, 201 Monument Road, or you can just come down and watch the live action without delay as we go throughout the night. This featured table through to the final table and the end. Top 4 places being paid. $2,000 is the top prize. You see Deb walking around giving some chips. Anytime the players are at or below 5,000 in chips, they can rebuy for $20 and get another 5,000.
And you double buy at the end?
Yes. Yes. Seconds.
Double buy.
I just saw your money.
Oh, I'm going to wait till I... Right, because it's I'll have one 5,000. Yeah.
Because it's so close. It's 41 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Then can I do it now?
Yes, absolutely.
You have 5 out there, so essentially,
If everybody wants to do that,
full one. So I will check. So player 561.
5 players going to the flop here. 3 cards are ace 7 3. The 2 clubs. Audie with a club draw. Unfortunately, Stephanie has much better club draw. So far, everybody checking around.
Everybody, please do this hand. You can take 1 or 2 rebuys, regardless of how many chips you have. If you have less than 5,000, you can take 3. If you go broke with this hand, you can take 4. So once again, 2 rebuys for everybody right now at the completion of this hand. Don't worry, we will come get every table, I promise.
So we were checking down, and Amanda has backed into 2 pair jacks and 10s. Stephanie and Audie did not hit their clubs. Not sure what Grant has. Not much if he's willing to try to fold to a check. Over to Amanda. She looking around suspiciously, makes the bet. Yeah, that's one thing. One of the rules we're going to have to enforce here, 1 player per hand. Billy's trying his hardest.
This is free information.
Yeah, we're having fun here. Charity tournaments usually are fun like this. It's always our pleasure to host them and help people raise money for their causes. Big hand for Amanda here. Takes this pot down with a bet on the river.
Who just added on and how much did you add? So how much did you get extra?
5,000.
Just one time?
Yeah, and I bought 1 for Stephanie.
I didn't know if it on flat.
That's why I folded.
Alright, if you go broke on this last hand, you can take 4. If you go broke on this last hand, you can go hard up to 80.
Oh, hold on, I gotta come over there.
If not,
Oh, no, wait, that's
buy all the
coming
chips
back.
you need. Remember, it's more fun to play with a lot of chips. Now's your last chance to rebuy.
Wait, no lighting is here.
We're going to come around and get every table. We'll take just a couple minutes. And then we'll get it fired back up.
Right, it's so good to be rich.
I can't see your cards.
Get
I
cocky
know
now.
that they're registered. When they don't register, their box is yellow. When you put them in the box here, they turn blue. So I know.
Oh, the cards?
Well, on the
Oh, are you making sure I didn't sneak any? That's pretty good.
so it's just the correct numbers so that when you go all in, if you lose, it doesn't say you still have 10,000 or
I couldn't buy it.
that is happening right now. I believe you can do the double add. Rebuy 59.
Once again, last chance to take that double out on.
He's a dealer. He's carrying his
So just a little break in the action while we figure out the final rebuy situation here. Around the room, all the tables here, everybody has the option to do a final rebuy, add-on chips to their stack. Again, $20 for an extra $5,000. I think they're allowing a double rebuy here, $40 to get an extra $10,000. And all this going to charity benefiting Christ the King Catholic School, raising money for to improve some of the facilities there. I believe it's this time around they're trying to help out the basketball team. Last time they were in town, we raised a whole bunch of money for the soccer program. We were glad to provide that for them and help out.
Start it now and she's all in.
And just a reminder, coming up this weekend, we got a couple big tournaments in store for you, including the 100K guaranteed prize pool. We've got four flights into that, $360 buy-in, $100,000 guaranteed to be in the prize pool. We usually do pretty good at breaking those guarantees. So we've got 4 flights tomorrow and Saturday, 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. each of those days. You're going to start with $20,000 in chips with 30-minute blind levels. And if you make it to day 2 on Sunday, blind levels increase to 40 minutes. We will be streaming the final table here on Best Bet Live Sunday evening. As soon as we get to it, we will start the stream. So be sure to hit that follow button and subscribe, depending on what platform you're watching on, so you can get updated whenever we go live. Trevor, I'm not sure if they're accepting donations. I will go and ask, and if I can get the information, I'll provide it to you guys to help out. So give me a couple minutes, and I'll see if I can get some information for you about that. And then also Saturday at 1 p.m. Let me make sure it's at 1 p.m. on Saturday. We've got the $2,100, sorry, that's at noon, $2,100 no limit hold'em with $500 bounties. We're calling this the Bankroll Builder tournament. $2,100. Every time you knock a player out, you're going to win $500. You're going to start with $15,000 in chips, 30-minute levels, and there are 6 players max on each of those tables. So that's how we ran it when WPT was in town. It was a pretty successful tournament. They all enjoyed it very much, and we're trying it again. So we'll see that on Saturday at noon, and then finally Sunday at 1 p.m. we've got the $350 no limit hold'em monster stack tournament, 20,000 in chips, 30-minute levels.
Depends on you. If you guys play fast, it'll be easier to take back one at a time now. But I get the feeling he's probably not going to start until they get there.
All right, everybody, take your seats. We're going to get started. So this is a regular no limit hold'em tournament.
See how fast they get back.
This is a no limit hold'em tournament.
We'll be starting up action shortly, just as the rebuy period has come to an end and everybody's chip stacks are finalized. We will get the ball rolling. Be sure to stick around for that.
Now you got to play good. There's no more rebuys. Now you got to play good. Not all those bounties are worth a lot of money. We got some best bet swag either way. Don't forget, first place is $2,000. Very nice prize.
Okay, feel better. Here we go.
We're going to break one table right now. Let them get to their seats and we'll get started.
I bought in, Steph, because we have to stay to the bitter end, right?
Yeah, just watch him there. Okay, great. Okay, now we're going to get serious here, right? All right,
Amanda? Amanda, he watched them go from your stack to mine.
You got your soda finally? I took care of that? Oh, yes. All right, good.
Do you want more, Steph? Steph, do you want another one? Real quick?
Okay.
Give her another.
Just chance. We didn't miss anybody, right? We didn't miss anybody. All right, everybody, take your seats. Find your way. Get ready to get going. All right, we're good. Players, once again,
o'clock in the morning, so I might as well play as long as I can. Well, I have to stay because Stephanie has to award the prizes.
Okay, so small line is 800. Big line is 1600.
All right, 8 to 1600. Everybody should be leaving now. 8 to 1600.
I like either end for this one. All right, we're serious now.
Things are getting serious. They're trying to get rid of people like you and me.
Right. All right. Which is fine. So at the moment, it'll start here. It is 1600.
1600 is the minimum.
It's not the top, but it's
All right, 8
definitely not
to 1600.
Yes, sir.
Nothing right now.
Real flipper now. Same advice. Go away.
You'll have to pay 600. No one raises for 800. 600.
Good hand. Raise.
Because even though you can only sit, if they have 8.
They are working on it. I just talked to a couple of people asking about getting donations via online, via the viewers, you guys, and they're going to try and get some information to me so I can forward that to you. We greatly appreciate the generosity here. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is a charity poker tournament benefiting Christ the King Catholic School. They looking to make improvements to their grounds. I believe it's the gym, the basketball facilities. Last time they were in town here, last time they were here at Best Bet and had a charity tournament, we helped out in a big way for their soccer team, so they're trying to do it again. They're still counting up all the rebuys, so as soon as they get that number, I'll let you guys know what we were able to raise for the school. So Grant's here betting his king high, 1,600. Stephanie makes the call with pocket sevens. 2 pair queens and sevens are currently the best hand. Suzette also makes the call, king 10 offsuit. Going to the river, queen of hearts. Stephanie with the full house, queens full of sevens. And Grant's going to continue to put the pressure on, betting 2,000 into the pot. Nice, healthy stack there. You can't check, unfortunately, when you're facing a bet. But Stephanie, hopefully, with that little pamphlet there in front of her, she can tell that she's got a pretty strong hand. She makes the call.
I have the key to drive home.
And Suzette asking the dealer here. Not sure what he's going to tell her, but rightfully so. She makes the laydown. Stephanie's going to win this pot at Showdown here on the river. Queens full of sevens. Takes it down. Nice hand for Stephanie.
Look at you. You're back in the game again, girl. Yay, look at all the pretty stuff.
Wow.
Look at all the pretty stuff. Pretty.
Buy you in. I was going to buy you in. I need to buy you in. You don't need no charity.
All right, so 1600. We have 4, 5, 6. What's the second?
Suzette benefiting by sitting next to the dealer, getting some good tips from Billy there in the box. So right now the blinds. So we got to catch up here. The blinds are 8 and 1600.
Tables and consolidate down to one table, down to one winner of $2,000.
All right, here we've got 4 players going to the flop. We're not seeing the flop here. Sometimes that happens when the board is not reading the cards. Again, if you're just joining us, you're new to the stream, the cards there that the players are using on this particular table, they've got RFID chips inside of them. So the cards, each spot there in front of the players, you see those little white boxes. The cards need to be placed in there in order to be read. And the table then sends the information back to the cave in the back of the room where I am in order for us to see. We are on a 15-minute delay, so even if somebody were walking by and watched the stream out there, they wouldn't really get much information for the hand they're playing on because of the delay. But because of that technology, sometimes we are not able to see the cards. The chips inside the cards sometimes get bent, they break, or they can't be read, so we don't see what's going on. That's why we had a little problem there. There is a king of spades on the board. But that's not going to change anything because Steph has the straight here. 8 high straight for Steph. Even with the king of spades on the board. So she's going to bet it. And whatever happens, she's going to win. She's going to take it down. Just a matter of seeing if she gets anything extra.
She saw my cards, so she must be better.
Usually that's the case. Somebody sees your cards and they're betting. They probably have something better than you, or they think they can bet you off. Yes, this is a charity tournament event. Thanks for tuning in. This is Hiron Maru. Thank you. Charity tournament benefiting Christ the King Catholic School. There were a ton of rebuys, so as soon as they get all those counted, I'll be sure to get that information to you. We are paying the top 4 spots, $2,000 to first, $1,000 to second, $600 to third, $400 to fourth place. We are at a featured table right now, and as soon as we get to the final table, we'll update everything, get everything restarted, and finish up this tournament. I'm going to step away for a second, see if I can get some more information for you guys as to what we've raised and what's going on. I'll be back momentarily. Enjoy the poker while I'm away.
bounty prizes out here, a lot of good bounty prizes and bounty play.
I would have thrown away $1,600.
Yes. Right next to you will be first. Check 4, check 5, check 6.
She got the poker face in the other.
Cards to go with it.
We just had a bounty eliminated and it was worth $100 out of money.
Yeah, right. 1,600 is the bet from 4. So that's 5.
Come on, Amanda. What you want, baby? She gonna get more food over here?
Bounty, there's one right on Mike.
What?
I only got chips. Hey. You need some water.
So they still got food?
Okay, so it's going to have to be 32. You have to jump
Okay.
through the height of it. So seat 8 is now rated to
Oh, she's,
3,200.
yeah, this is serious.
9 folds. So that is 3,200 total to play.
Yeah, no, this is a tournament. This is not real money they're playing with. Those are tournament chips. But it's pretty fun. Thinking you sitting with, $25,000 in front of you. Actions to Stephanie here. She has the flush draw, looking for a heart on the river to improve her hand. And depending on what Robert has, a king would help her as well. Looking for a king or a heart. Again, depends on what Robert has. And facing that raise, she does lay it down. So we're now 2 players, heads-up action between Robert and Steph. Going to the river. 6 of spades on the river. Steph picks up trip 6s. Sorry, full house. 6s full of 8s. Robert checks. Steph checks right behind him. I guess she's scared of the 8. Robert showing pocket kings there. Bad river for him. Gives Steph 6s full of 8s and the winning hand to take it down. So again, tonight, if you're in the area, 201 Monument Road. We've got high hand going until 11 p.m., $500 every 30 minutes. It's going to go to the highest hand in the room. We've got a lot going on promotion-wise throughout the month of November with all of the regular high hands going on. We've got high hams. That's right, high hams are back through the 27th every day from noon to 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. The high hand every 30 minutes during those periods are going to get a honey-baked ham. They're going to get a voucher to go to the honey-baked ham store and get themselves a tasty honey-baked ham. Yes, back by popular demand, high hams are back. On top of that, we have special holiday hours on Thanksgiving, November the 28th. We're going to be opening at 3 p.m., and we're going to stay open until Sunday night at 4 a.m. Thanksgiving starting at midnight, going through Black Friday at 10 a.m. We are doing our Black Friday promotion, $100 every 15 minutes. For that, all the overnight players that want to get out of the house and play poker while maybe their others, significant others, are out shopping during Black Friday deals and get a little extra action there with that high hand promotion, $100 every 15 minutes from midnight to 10 a.m. Black Friday, the 29th. November is going to round out with the monster high hand on the 30th. So there are going to be 2 periods, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. and then 6 p.m. to midnight. We're giving away $6,000 during each of those periods to the high hand between both locations here in Jacksonville and over in Orange Park. We're splitting it. So the high hand between both locations is going to get $6,000, giving away $12,000 total during that day. Now, it can be tied. If somebody hits a 10 high straight flush and somebody else hits a 10 high straight flush after them, then they're going to split the $6,000. So however many people get the highest hand during those periods are going to split $6,000. We did do it on the second, and we only had one person win each time. So one person from 12 to 6 got $6,000 here in Jacksonville, and then from 6 to midnight, somebody at Orange Park, only one player got the $6,000 high hand there. So it was pretty good days for those guys, and you can come and take your chance at one of those $6,000 high hands. Again, that's going to be on Saturday, November the 30th, from noon to 6 p.m. and 6 p.m. to midnight. Any of the promotions that you hear about, any of the tournaments, you can check our website, bestbetjacks.com, for more details. Blinds are going up after this hand. 1,500, 3,000 are going to be the new blinds. I'm also going to, just in case you missed it, I'm going to put into the chat there the upcoming live stream schedule. You can always visit our website, click on the poker tab, go down to Best Bet Live and see this schedule. Any of the cash games you see there, you can get on the wait list for us, and your information to Johnny P at bestbetjacks.com. And get on the wait list, and you can find yourself on this stream. The next stream is actually going to be the 10th. That's this Sunday, the final table action of the $360 100K guarantee. Again, that will be determined. It's to be determined when that stream will start, so just be sure to follow and subscribe so you can get updates whenever we go live and see the action. Actions to Steph Curry here. Queen 10, she lays it down. Suzette with a pocket pair. Pocket fours. Again, the blinds are 1,500, 3,000. She's sitting there with a little over 9,000, so it's a third of her stack to make the call. Normally, I'd say at this point, if you're that short stacked in a tournament and you get a pocket pair, you might as well shove all in. Anyway, Tex right behind with the button. He makes the call with 3,000 with ace king. Sorry, he raises. Little min raise there to 6,000. Ace king offsuit. Back to Suzette with pocket fours. And this right here, this is the moment that she needs to put all her chips in. There's no reason to call and leave yourself with, just 3,000 in chips. And I think that's probably what Carlos is explaining to her. Maybe a little surprising to see a dealer do this with a player. But with this particular charity tournament, we have a lot of people that have never played cards before. They're here just to help benefit Christ the King Catholic School. So she makes the call with pocket fours. Right now her hand is best, but Tex with ace king has 2 overcards and looking for a straight. Any ace, any king, any queen will give him a better hand. So she checks to Tex, who makes the bet, and it's going to be all of her chips to call if she wants to do so. She's got a pocket pair. I mean, in reality, it doesn't matter what. I mean, she should have put the chips in on before the flop. Again, new player, not well versed in tournament play, but right now she's going to do it. She's going to move all in with pocket fours. So there is no more action. She was all in for less than the bet Tex made. We're going to turn the cards up. We're going to run it out and see what we have. And Suzette is currently in the lead with the pocket pair. Tex looking for a king, queen, or ace. to improve his hand. Queen comes on the turn, no wait for Tex. He hits the ace high straight, Broadway for him. It's going to take the pot. Suzette is now eliminated from this tournament. It's been a good run. Nice play by Suzette. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hope you had a lot of fun. I know we're having fun back here watching the game, and it sounds like they're having a lot of fun out there. That's it for Suzette tonight. We should be filling her seat shortly here on this featured table of the Christ the King Charity Poker Tournament. You can tell it's a little hot sitting under the lights here on the featured table, the live stream table, big lights. As all the ladies were fanning themselves.
Had a good spin. They'll bring people here.
So action is to Uncle Tony here. 10-6 offsuit on the gun. Yeah, he's busy. He's being distracted. Otherwise, he would have long folded that one into the muck. Everybody's folding around. Again, the blinds still 1,500, 3,000. Going up every 15 minutes in this charity structure. Tex makes the call, the suited ace. Stephanie with king, queen. Makes the call. Steph just checks there with the ace-jack. Especially limp to her with the ace-jack. You got to raise in that spot. But, again, you got to not as much experience for some of these players. And we're checking it. Checks to Tex. I believe he checked as well. We're going to see the turn here for free. Steph with the heart draw and the ace high does have the best hand right now. And everybody's still checking. And the heart gets there on the river, locking up the hand for Steph Curry there in the 8 seat.
No, that's not true.
So Stephanie, king, queen, nothing to bet with. She checks. 9,000 in the pot. Steph bets 5,000. Gets Tex to fold. Stephanie should fold pretty quickly there. Nothing much to call with at all. She's just got a pair of fours. King, queen, high. Steph has a really good flush. Not the nut flush, but a very good flush. Somebody could have a straight flush. And that's going to be good for Steph. She's going to take it down, wins that pot with the ace-high flush.
She had a strong hand.
She didn't even know what she had. I love it. We're all just having fun, having a good time here, raising money for a good cause.
What's her new friend's name?
Matt.
Matt, nice to meet you, buddy.
Go Knights. Yeah. I played with him a long time ago. You say what's that?
Bring it. We're waiting for you to come play it.
We actually did in 1999. We beat you guys your homecoming. I was on the field for that one, but it's okay. Yeah. I had to say that's my only thing I got. That's all I got. I'm done for the night. Should I leave now?
No, stay. I'm going to get you to come play with us.
Yeah, 2 years ago, and they didn't win.
Come play.
Yeah, you're correct. They were bad. No, you guys are unbelievable. By the way, you were still unbelievable then. They just didn't have the right coaching.
No, we weren't there. We weren't.
All right, still playing 1,500, 3,000. Still trying to get those black chips off the table.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Bounty players going down.
Hey, there are a bunch of bounties sprinkled throughout this tournament. Got some really cool prizes over in the side. See some golf lessons. I saw a bowling party. Saw a bunch of bottles of liquor. I think they're still accounted for over there. But yeah, some really cool bounty prizes on top of the cash prizes going to the top 4 places. First place gets $2,000. Second place $1,000, third place $600, and fourth place $400. And last I heard, they're still counting those rebuys. There was quite a bit of them with 200 players in the field. A lot of money to count. As soon as we get an update of what we've raised, I'll let you guys know. And I didn't forget, as soon as we get some information, if you want to donate, I will try to get that out for you to help Christ the King Catholic School. 4 players to the flop, and Tex flops 2 pair, aces and 5s. Not much else for everybody. Uncle Tony does have a jack. He checks over to Tex with 2 pair, makes the bet. 12,000 in the pot. He bets half of it, 6,000 to go. And that's going to be a pretty healthy chunk for the players that are in. And the way the structure is, we're going to see action ramp up very quickly here as these blind levels shoot up. It is pricey. Stephanie she's looking to hit a king to get a straight, and she does lay it down. And that 8 of diamonds pretty much locks it up for Tex. He bets and gets Steph to fold. He takes down another pot. Big one for Tex as he chips up yet again. Looking at the big stack at the table.
That end of the table is not still learning. Between those 3. Oh, y'all got a lot of chips.
We are learning.
It's
we had a lot of
what do you call it? It's professionals. He looks a scam.
I said I
It looks like he could beat me like every which way Sunday, and then if he didn't beat me, he'd take me out back and kill me.
Go ahead and pull up the chip stacks here on the table for you as the rebuy period is over. Again, with the blinds, even the big stack is relatively short stack in regards to tournament play with only 15 big blinds remaining.
Oh, which one? So I don't bounty. Right there, the cute one in purple.
Audie with a pocket pair under the gun. He just flats 3,000. Normally I'd say if you get a pocket pair you want to raise, but it's a pretty poor position with a relatively weak pocket pair. I don't mind the limp there. In case anybody's listening wants to pass that along to him. But everybody else is limping, just calling, that is, behind. We're going to have a bunch of people to the flop here.
And the year before. Good, sir. Yes. We're good.
7 players to the flop. First 3 cards. Here they come. Ace, Jack, Deuce, Rainbow. 3 different suits. So far, looking at all these hands. Tex currently has the best hand with the pair of jacks, but everybody's checking, scared of that ace. Last to act is Steph there on the button with 7-5. She gives it a little wrap. We're going to the turn. Same 7 players are in. 6 of diamonds on the turn. Steph picking up the diamond draw.
You can play. I can't do it. I can.
Tex is still best right now with his pair of jacks. Everybody checking. Maybe a bet might be in order. I feel like on a table like this, if somebody had that ace, they would have betted on the flop. But Tex elects to check in this spot.
Well,
They're checking around.
Makes it look like I have no hair.
Dear players are coming
And Amanda picking up the pair of 6s. She wants to bet. No, she wants to check. We're all checking. We're going to see a free river card, it looks like. tray of hearts. Does not improve anybody's hand. Right now, Tex with the best hand, pending any kind of betting that could get him off it here on the river. Action to Amanda with a pair of sixes. She checks. Everybody's going to check this one down. And Tex is going to scoop another pot, chipping up yet again, increasing his chip lead here on this feature table.
I have a pair of sixes.
Nice hand,
For
sir.
our team.
Very nice
So
hand.
we've got 2 pairs.
Oh, no diamonds coming down there. She was about to take that. I see you.
I got 2 pairs.
All right, let's kick it up. 3 and 6,000 now. 3 and 6,000.
3 and 6. That's a
Limit.
Do I get a second?
Oh my God.
6,000. 3
I
and
have
6.
pairs.
Is Ruskin still in?
I need to second place.
I feel like I was a blind. Yeah.
Am I a big?
So now,
3 and 6,000 now players.
Yeah, he's still in, Steph.
Big time, and we'll go fast. If the table gets short, don't worry, players are coming.
so is everybody here affiliated with the school or family?
Yes.
Okay.
We're still coming around eliminating the black chips.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad they're having fun as well for a good cause. It's definitely it's fun to watch people play cards for the first time. It's something you don't really get to do on these streams. Normally it's, professionals, people that play all the time. So it's interesting to see people that have never played before and how they act in certain situations and how, very quickly you can see these players improve their game just by sitting down and playing. It's kind of interesting to watch if you look at it from that perspective. It's kind of cool to be a part of that. And on top of that, they're having a good time. It's always fun to see people having a good time. Lively table. Steph has a monster hand here. She flopped the ace-high flush. And really, unfortunately for Matt, he's going to bet here. He's got 2 pair. He flopped 2 pair. And she's just going to call. Matt has no idea what he's in store for here. Oh, my gosh. And he picks up the boat on the river. 10's full of deuces. Let's see if he can get anything out of Steph. He moves all in. Let's see if she knows what she has first. He's putting all his chips at risk here. Steph, if she calls, she will be eliminated. She has less than what the bet is. Oh, what a crazy hand. She flopped the flush. She's got to look and, oh, here it is. She's going to look and see what she has. And when she sees where it falls on the ranking of hands, she's going to put them all in.
Wait. What's the rule on? Can we open this up?
Consulting is allowed.
No, you guys can do it. You're with the school.
Got some coaching from Uncle Tony there in the 9 seat. Yeah, you got the flush. I'd put him in. Unfortunately, Matt hits his boat on the river. Fortunately for Steph, she has been eliminated here in this spot.
You could have bet at the beginning. You made it catch.
No, you know what? He flops 2 pair. I don't think she can bet him off that hand. I think it was just unfortunate circumstances for Steph Curry there.
She would have been smart to go all in on the first one and run everybody out.
And much like her NBA counterpart,
I'm so sorry. That was a good hand.
her season's done here in regards to poker.
I played with actually a pretty.
Sorry for the dig on any Golden State fans out there, but it's the truth.
Now I feel bad. That's the first time I ever felt bad.
And surprisingly enough, in this structure, this charity tournament, that's only the 2nd player to get knocked out of this feature table. Very surprising indeed. So we will be getting a new player here shortly. Again, if you're just tuning in, thank you for joining us here. Best Bet Live streaming the feature and then final table for the Christ the King Charity Poker Tournament benefiting Christ the King Catholic School. They are raising money to improve grounds for their athletic facilities. I believe the basketball team is who they're trying to help out this go-around. Last time they were here in Jacksonville, we raised a whole bunch of money for their soccer team. Everybody was happy with it. You know what? Having said that, I'm going to go try to sneak out and see if I can get an update, see if I can get some numbers for you guys as to what they were able to raise. Give me one moment, and I will return shortly. Enjoy the show.
You could say the nut flush. Go over there and say you had the nut flush. Nut flush. I know it. I know it. In the poker world, he'll be like, oh, that was awesome, man.
But in the Catholic school world, we don't say that.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. But we're here in the poker room right now, though. So.
All right, still playing 3 and 6,000. A lot of bounties left.
You had the A-side flush. You guys got rid of these a while ago. The other tables. Oh, okay. It doesn't really. I got you. I'll just leave that. Oh. Hey, no, I There's no partners.
There's not supposed to be blatant.
Blatant partners.
We are a partnership.
They're a mess.
You know what?
Hot
I like that.
yeah.
Beautiful partner. I like a drink.
Did I win?
Hey, baby.
Yeah, because I got nothing. Did I win? Our partnership won.
Open seat. Open seat. Tell George. Billy.
Are you out?
No.
I'm still going, Mr. Genius. Yeah.
I'm a small blind, right?
What is the big blind 6? 3 pounds.
She did good.
She did?
She's buying tonight.
All right, I did get a little bit of details here. As far as rebuys go, we have counted those. We were able to raise $8,600, over $8,600 in rebuys alone. That's amazing.
Hey, George.
That's on top of all the buy-ins and any extra donations that came along the way. So as soon as they pass those numbers along to me, I'll let you know. But yeah, out of just rebuys alone, $8,600 is amazing. We're glad we could help out Christ the King Catholic School. And here we go. Grant moves all in out of the small blind. Queen Jack. Didn't really have much, but luckily for him, Robert didn't have anything much better. He's able to take it down, seal the blinds. Again, after that, we'll take a look at the chip counts here on this featured table. Matt in the 1 seat, sitting pretty big there, 76,000. Tex, 65,000. Again, with the structures though, it's not too big. It's not too strong. 12 and 10 big blinds respectively. You know, with these charity tournament structures, action just ramps up quicker and quicker the closer you get to the end. Very shortly, we're going to be at the final table. Paying top 4 spots. First place gets $2,000. Second place, $1,000. Third place, $600. Fourth place, $400.
What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Did you get the whole rules about all this? Or, yeah, this is my first roll. You gotta. So you're not. So tell them about that. You can't do the hardcore.
Every car has a dent.
I know, I thought there was one left. And somebody hit it?
Someone hit it.
Well, yeah. Don't take the Corvette out of the garage.
I can, it doesn't run.
That's what they told me. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I didn't say I'm a newbie to this table.
When you have a carrying case for your chips.
3 players to the flop here. King high board. Robert, first to act, flops top pair. He checks it. Maybe trying to set a trap here, seeing somebody else will bet for him. Does not happen. They check around. Ace of diamonds on the turn. Tex picks up the ace, but Jeff has a better one. Ace queen. They check to him.
She's her principal.
Surprise, Tex checks that ace there as the big stack, but Jeff moves all in with his ace queen. Gets Robert to fold. Tex
I got a birdie one time.
with compared to the table, relatively healthy chip stack. He's going to make the call, and it looks like Jeff is going to double up through Tex here. Tex looking for a deuce to knock out Jeff. Oh, I guess Robert did move all in.
Moon rings all in. He sat down for 2 seconds. Although I can't.
Maybe just time to decide 15,900 in.
Good luck, guys.
Breaking them down.
So Robert was all in. Tex made the call. He has everybody covered. A deuce is going to knock out both players. Robert looking for a diamond. And Jeff is just looking to fade a diamond or a deuce in order to stay alive and almost triple up here. Ace of hearts on the river is great for Jeff. Tex is going to take the small little, no, there wasn't a side pot. Jeff's going to take it all. Jeff is going to take it all. Robert has been eliminated from this charity tournament. Jeff chips up.
He sent your dad home.
You're not going to pop off.
All right, we're getting ready to flag here.
That is terrible.
We're going to get ready to flag.
And if you're just tuning in, thank you for joining us here on Best Bet Live as we stream the feature table going into the final table of this charity tournament. Buy-in was $100. Rebuys were $20 a piece, and just out of rebuys alone, they were able to raise over $8,600 for this good cause. That's amazing. There was over 200 people that played in this tournament, and $20 a pop. That's a lot of rebuying.
Yes. Like a lot.
over 430 rebuys. Wow.
I'm Matt, by the way.
Look at that. Straight in the red and black, orange and blue.
Where are you from?
Steph. I would like for Amanda to have to be at work at 6 every day.
Just because you see me. Are you trying to get Steph?
Just a reminder, coming up this weekend, starting tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, is the day one of our $360 100K guaranteed tournament. We've got flights at 11 and 6 p.m. on both days. With day 2 starting Sunday at noon, we will be streaming the final table here on Best Bet Live of that 100K tournament. $360 buy-in gets you 20,000 in chips. 30-minute levels on day 1, 40-minute levels on day 2. Again, flights are tomorrow and Saturday, 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. on both days.
It's the water. Yes, it was Kool-Aid. Baptist.
Hey, Nicole, you're coming into our classes to do lessons tomorrow, right?
Heck no. It's Pete the Cat Day.
Looks like we're finding all of our
It's Pete the Cat Day tomorrow. I swear, we're dressing like cats. Not even really.
I'm trying. There's some bounties here, you know what I mean? It's for charity.
Alrighty, here looking at a new hand. We've got 5 players so far. Blinds are 3 and 6,000. Matt raises his ace 7 of spades. There we go. I like it. 15,000 to go. James with the king queen offsuit and position sitting on the dealer button makes the call. Back to Amanda with nothing.
Oh.
What's that mean?
All right, big time now, 5 and
Wait.
10.
Look at his like twitches. Is that good?
It really doesn't matter when you've got trade deuce offsuit. It really doesn't matter what kind of read you get off of somebody if they've raised. You gotta fold. They're gonna have a better hand.
Oh my gosh.
What happened?
5 and 10,000 next time.
But then again, at this point, especially with the blinds going next hand, you're already in the big blind. You're already committed. Might as well just throw it all in there. Push and pray, because, I mean, you're going to be all in next hand anyway.
But you know, but the thing is, though, honestly.
If somebody has to.
No. You have less. So can I get my?
Sure.
You have less money than a lot of the folks out here. So if you're, it's called short stack. If you're short stack, you have a strong hand. This is your chance to get back in the game. You're not going to have probably another better chance. I don't know what you have. I take it.
Don't say what you have.
So if you have,
So,
I
Amanda,
have a 5,
yeah,
if you have a strong hand, you might as well bet.
that's what.
so then I'll be out, right?
If you lose, sounds like you're probably winning.
10,000 now, 5 and 10,000, big time.
Oh, does that mean do
you're all-
I get this?
You get to hold that.
Award?
Yeah.
Like to thank the Academy?
So she did indeed move all in. Uncle Tony with a suited ace looking to make the call.
Yeah.
I'm not coming in much longer.
Again, he's got the right idea. Looking at your chip stack, looking at the blinds. You're not going to be in much longer. You got a suited ace. That's a great spot to shove. I mean, unfortunately, Matt's got a better suited ace, but, you know, it really doesn't matter. That's the part, that's when you do it. And Matt makes the call. James flats as well. We've got 4 players going to the flop. 2 of them are already all in. We've got side pot action going on here.
If you lose.
Carlos, the dealer, doing an excellent job taking care of all those side pots.
I'm pulling for you, Amanda.
Here we go. We still are betting here. Uncle Tony all in, but he has the straight draw and the flush draw. Great hand. We're checking it down here. King of diamonds on the turn gives James a pair of kings. Funny, Amanda flopped 2 pair and missed that with her trade deuce. She moved all in protecting that big blind, and it may pay off for her, flopping 2 pair. So right now we are betting into a side pot. Matt and James are betting into each other, trying to win chips off of each other. Main pot and one side pot are already frozen. And Matt here is going to bet ace high. James just flats here with top pair. That's I feel like as far as this goes, he probably should have raised. But he is betting here on the river. He's going to get the side pot between him and Matt. It's just a question of whether or not he's going to get any more out of Matt. No, he doesn't. Matt folds. James takes the side pot. Uncle Tony, however, is going to take the rest. He rivers the flush, ace high flush in hearts. He's going to take that side pot and the main pot. Unfortunately for Amanda. Oh, excuse me. Unfortunately for Amanda, it's going to end her night. She's been eliminated here. The 2 pair on the flop. It's been a lot of fun, especially whenever she won a hand. It was a lot of fun. But that's it for her. Thanks for joining us, Amanda. We really appreciate it. And Christ the King Catholic School appreciates your contribution tonight as well.
Dealer. Now I'm short stack.
Dealer. Where's 4?
4 is right there, but you're going to come in her side.
All right. In that case, now that Warnock's here, we gotta get serious. Hey, Jess. Nice hand, Uncle Tony. Hey, George.
You get lucky once
Uncle
in a
Tony's
while.
over here cleaning house. Uncle Tony's cleaning house. Look at him. He's going to
Got new players coming in.
Hey, George.
Getting their information.
Oh, he's a veteran.
I'm not sure how
But he's going
close
down.
we are to a final table. We should be pretty close. Definitely getting there. I know we just started with over 200 players, but with this structure, things do move quickly. Again, $100 buy-in, $20 rebuys. Just off rebuys alone, they were able to raise over $8,600. They are paying 4 spots. First place, $2,000. Second place, $1,000. Third place, $600, and fourth place, $400. That's on top of all the different prizes for knocking out the designated bounties that were sprinkled throughout the tournament. A bunch of pretty neat prizes over there. Golf lessons, a couple bottles of liquor. I saw a really nice golf bag. There was a Michael Kors bag for one of the bounties. Some really good stuff over there.
Nice hand. If I'm going to lose, I want to lose to Uncle Tony or you.
Okay.
I definitely don't want to lose.
Accept your loss.
I don't want to lose to this guy.
I had 12 in front of me.
Yeah.
What was I going to do?
No, that's right.
I figured it was
Good hand.
then or
I never. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, now I'm short stacking. See if I can get another 6-4.
Grab these yellows out here.
6-4. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Oh, sorry. Get us here.
Yeah, we're at about three tables right now, but the blinds are creeping up. Right here, though, Stephanie moves all in, 7,100 with King Jack out of the big blind.
By the time it gets around for me, we'll be all on the board.
Disregard that all in. She definitely has more than 7,100 there. With all the rebuys and things moving around. Sometimes the chip stacks aren't entirely accurate. But I promise, once we get to the final table, we will reset everything, get everybody's exact chip counts and everything.
Don't let him take your bounty. I know that. I don't want him to get the bounty. Any person. You got a bounty? Oh, golf kid.
Yeah, there's so I'm running out of money. What are my choices?
Good luck. Good luck. You already did our bounty earlier.
Are they better than him?
We need a king. We need a king. We need a king. Come on.
He was all in and at risk up against Jonathan here. King Jack went up against Queen 4, and unfortunately for Stephanie, he hits a queen on the turn, eliminating Stephanie. Also, him getting a bounty out of the situation. Not sure what the bounty, this particular bounty is. We'll hear.
Right there.
Again, another one.
Another one from
Anything but golf. Give me
No.
Ruth Chris. Ruth Chris. No more golf.
Negative.
No golf stuff.
I know, they're all emailing me, get us up. I'm like,
That is something.
Drawing his bounty. Let's see what he chose.
You get a golf bag?
Bring her in. Seat open.
She can have the tequila that I want.
Grant there in the 4 seat with the bottle of tequila. He won elsewhere. Good for him.
Still 10 to play. So call 3, call 4. Call 5, call 6.
I don't know how it happens. The same player keeps knocking out bounties. He's won 6 rounds of golf, lessons, tees, clubs, and now $100 cash.
Nice. There you go, Jonathan.
I'll take that over golf bag.
Did you trade that golf bag out yet? What do you want? What do you want for it? You already traded it?
Hey, and golf lessons. I was my third bounty.
What did you trade? Did you trade your golf bag up yet?
First, I didn't want to bring it over here, so I guess.
How much you want for it?
We have it all in.
Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's
You gotta
talk.
see Robbie and them text.
What are they saying? What's he saying?
They try to get me to play every fucking day.
My apology earlier. That was James with that bottle
Are they saying how
of
much they're gonna?
tequila that he won via Bounty. Grant here moving all in the 3 seat with ace queen off suit. James does make the call. Good. I mean, it's a great hand for James, flopping a set of 4s and almost drawing dead is everyone else at the table. Audie is already all in. Grant all in. So it's Jeff and James betting into each other. James continues to bet, betting 15,000 with his pocket 4s, 8-7 off. Jeff looking for a 9 or a 5 to get a straight and win this. So he makes the call, looking for the double gutter. Or open-ended, excuse me. 5 of hearts gets there on the river, giving Jeff the straight, 8-high straight for Jeff. He leads out, see if he can get what he can get out of James. Unfortunately, he's going to have to pay him off here with his set of 4s. We're going to see everybody's hand, but it doesn't matter. Jeff's going to take it all down. Big pot for Jeff, over 100,000 in there. Good for him. 2 players eliminated here, double elimination. Audie's out. Grant has been eliminated as well. And Jeff just chipping up. Biggest pot we've seen tonight so far. I want to thank Audie and Grant for coming out and contributing to this charity. Again, helping out Christ the King Catholic School. We had a lot of fun. I hope they had fun too. Definitely some good poker play. Again, things are happening fast here in this charity tournament.
Yeah, we have to think it over.
So right now, blinds look to be 2,500 and 5,000. We are checking between these 2 players, Jeff and Uncle Tony. Uncle Tony turning 2 pair. Jeff with the flush draw, nut flush draw. Tony bets $13,000 in the $20,000 pot. Jeff makes the call, looking for a spade to improve his hand and get the flush. Does not get there. They check it down on the river. Uncle Tony with 2 pairs, going to take this one. Take a look at the chips here. Well, I'll hold off on that. It sounds like Carlos is getting an update here.
All right, let's kick it up. You know what that means. 10,000, 20,000.
We're already in. We're already in.
Okay, the blinds were 5 and 10. Now we're at 10 and 20. Oh my goodness. Things are going to get crazy here.
10 and 20,000. Next in.
I got 2 and 6. I'm all in. That's so great. You're the only one that doesn't like golf.
All right, 10 and 20,000. It is going fast. We are down to 5 tables. Remember, first place, $2,000.
Golf is not a bad habit. It can save you a lot of money.
Best swag to start giving away.
You have a bad time.
I don't know what you're talking
How
about.
about we'll do high hand, highest hand at this level?
No, it's 5. It's still
For some best
right
bet
now.
swag. Give me a high hand. Anything qualifies.
High hand. What?
He's never had that many chips. He doesn't know how to count that.
That's my problem. Like, how many you have? I don't know.
Especially in this show, we have it all on the floor. We're gonna have 24,000. Fold 5, fold 6, fold 7, fold 8.
So James here with ace, king, offsuit, moves all in. Can't blame him there, especially being so short stacked with just over 1 big blind. Let's see if he gets any action here. Folds around to Uncle Tony with the suited ace, ace 10 of diamonds. He makes the call. Over to Matt Jack 7. He's going to let that one go. He should let it go, even with the blinds as big as they are. It's hard to make that call when you've got an all-in and a call in front of you. So Uncle Tony makes the call. James all in and at risk with ace-king, and he flops 2 pair aces and kings for James.
Give him a jack.
Oh my, a jack on the river would eliminate him. Does not get there. Full house for James. Kings full of aces. He gets the double up out of Uncle Tony, and he is still alive.
Everything is up. It is now 10 and 20. Goodness gracious. Running low. Your wife made charm? Hey, Jess, is my dad still playing? So you were on the big line for hanging?
He always has.
20 now. So I'll be almost out here. But I wanted to take this 10 and 20.
Still have some bounty prizes in my pocket. This one's worth
We need players here.
$100.
The blinds are coming around fast.
Excuse me.
Hey,
Moving on to the next hand. Tex with ace 7 offsuit under the gun.
They're coming, Cody. They're coming.
And 10 and 20,000. He makes the call. It's really hard to come up with a good strategy for structure like this. But I'm just going to say, if you're limping pre-flop with half your stack, you're doing something wrong. You got to shove. You either fold or shove. If a call is half your stack. But he calls, and Jonathan, again, right behind him with pocket 8s. He just flats as well. Over to Matt with pocket 10s. 35,000 in front of him, 20,000 of the blinds. Yeah, there it is. There's the shove. Matt moves all in here with pocket 10s. 45,000 is the all-in wager.
Tony still have cards? No, because I thought you had cards.
Action to James. Out of the big blind, Jack 9 offsuit. It's already in for 20,000.
All right, Jess, get the car warmed up. Warnock, don't be coming in here with your faces up there.
But he lays it down. Over to Tex, called under the gun.
It's 45 to approve. 25,000. So you might go all in.
And he moves all in with ace-7 offsuit.
Could be good. Warnock's talking about his.
He's got the same amount, 45,000. So Jonathan left. He's got both of them covered. Pocket pair, pre-flop. And yeah, good call there. He's going to make the call. Both Matt and Tex are at risk with the same amount. Matt with the pocket tens. Tex with the ace-7. Jonathan with the 8. Matt right now with the best hand. Jonathan with the chips looks to knock both players out. Oh my gosh, he hits the 8 on the flop. Set of 8s for Jonathan. He gets the right run out. We're going to eliminate 2 more people in this tournament. And it works out for Jonathan with the chips. He makes the call, spikes the 8 on the flop, set of 8s, and that's going to knock both Matt and Tex out of this tournament. Thanks for playing, guys. We really appreciate it. Appreciate your contribution. And yeah, Uncle Tony's right. We need some more players here on this feature table. Fill us up. We are, if you're just tuning in, this is the feature table. We're going to be going from here straight into the final table of this charity poker tournament benefiting Christ the King Catholic Schools. $100 buy-in, $20 rebuys. Just out of rebuys alone, we were able to raise over $8,600. That's amazing, folks. We will be paying the top 4 spots, $2,000 to first, $1,000 to second, $600 to third, $400 to fourth place.
Hey, Palomini, I saved you. This guy would have knocked you out with his ace-7. He would have knocked you out.
No, he was out of money.
Yeah.
I'd rather him have money.
Coming for you again. You follow me? I'm coming for you.
10 and 20,000. Sounds high, but there's about 3 million.
All right, Tony.
David. Kelly. That's my husband, David. Right there. That's Kelly.
We have an all in on the 4 at 46.
I do. My bag's getting swirled.
See one of those bounty prizes in the back, that golf bag. That's one of the
Nancy. Hey.
prizes for knocking out one of the bounties tonight.
DJ said sit back down and want to see you one last time.
Oh, you're a bounty?
Yes, DJ. I tell him that to sit back down.
Because it's late. No, it's late.
You won.
My husband would really like that bag.
I want to
Not for long.
You're hanging in there.
Yeah, I got it up to 150 and then boom. Roy off to the 80. Boom. Roy.
85.
81.5.
Where's my lessons, man? I throw them in for an extra 50.
You throw them how much?
An extra 50.
Jeff.
4 full.
George, we need a couple seats here.
We've already got a couple bounties left on this feature table. I'm not sure how many are left elsewhere. Looks like seat 3 and seat 9. Seat 3 a newcomer to the game. Here we go. Newer player to the table, Kelly, moving all in here. 29,000 is the bet. Let's see if he gets any calls. He's moving all in with Queen Jack. Respectable hand to move all in with, especially with that stack. Looking at the blinds here.
Good luck.
Jeff made the call out of the big blind. 5 deuce offsuit. Kelly flops the jack. Jeff picks up the straight draw, does not get there. Kelly's jacks, pair of jacks, hold up for the double up.
How way is this sweat? Couple more of those, we're in business.
All right, button first.
All right, put it ring. Take it chill, bud. I think we're going to got a little cash.
See you, bro.
Although I really want to talk more about this thing.
Man, why'd Tim give it to you, man?
No. Tim brought it around to give to you. He brought your lessons over, didn't he?
Tim already left?
Tim's still playing.
He walked it over here. I don't know where the lessons were.
They should be over here.
Tim's got the lessons on.
Okay.
Who Roy want? How much for Roy asked? Is that Prince today?
Yeah. Roy does.
Is that his brother? That's his brother?
Blinds are still 10 and 20,000 to go. James flats there with Jack 10. Jonathan picking up another pocket pair, this time pocket 9s. And the monster chip lead here on this feature table. He raises it up. Little min raised to 40,000. Action back to Jeff. King Queen offsuit out of the small blind. Does lay it down. Uncle Tony does not defend the big blind. Trey deuce. Can't blame him. But action's back to James. Jack 10 offsuit. He moves all in. Jonathan is going to make the call here. And James all in and at risk. Little coin flip scenario here between the two. Let's see what the run out is. Here comes ace 8 Trey Rainbow. No help to James. Picks up the straight draw on the turn.
Time for a set.
And does not improve his hand on the river. James has been eliminated here. Jonathan chipping up, adding more to his monster stack. And thanks, James, for coming out and contributing to a good cause.
3. They have 3 here. 3 open.
Eddie, Kristen have chips?
100 or so.
They already?
Oh, yeah, they got me.
They got you. Who got the bounty?
Yeah, no, I'm not Christian. Wait, I told Kristen, get something out of it.
You're a little time delayed. You can watch it on TV.
Everybody folds to Uncle Tony here with Queen Jack of Hearts out of the small blind, and there it is. Time to move all in. Kelly right behind, out of the big blind with a suited ace. He makes the call. Excuse me, Uncle Tony here, all in and at risk. Queen Jack of Hearts up against Kelly's ace Trey of clubs. Kelly's got the edge. Let's see how it plays out. 3 kings on the flop. Uncle Tony looking for a queen or a jack to improve his hand. Now picks up the straight draw with the turn. And he gets it. Hits the straight on the river. Runner, runner. Uncle Tony still in it. Still in it. The bounty is still available for everybody else at the table. Kelly, though, crippled after that hand. Probably going to see him move. Probably going to see him move all in, regardless of what he gets here in this next hand. Good hand for Uncle Tony.
Kelly has my luck too. That's the kind of shit that happens to me all the time.
I'm gonna run it right back up. Don't run.
All right, we're winding our way down. Who had anybody beat King's School that hand? I don't think so. Who had the King's School over here?
James busted out. He had the King's Full. He busted out. Tell George's James. I don't know if he's still here.
Sorry. It's gonna be a big pot.
Get right back in this.
I'm gonna be right back in or right back out.
So Nancy moves all in with Queen's 10 of clubs. And hijack 26,000. Jeff makes the call with 10-9. Uncle Tony with position on the button, pocket sixes. Looking to get the call together.
Becky out, come all in. I need some girl luck.
Thinking about it. Pocket pair pre-flop in a tournament like this. Well, you can't let it go. I don't think you can. But I think he might.
There's Becky. Come sit right here, Becky.
Is that where I'm supposed to be?
Right here, Becky.
Just sit where? I'm right here.
Right here, Becky.
You gotta sign a form.
Maybe getting a raise together?
Is this where I go? Right here?
All right, I like it. It looks sharp for you, Terry.
On pocket aces, though.
Nice. Somebody bleep that out.
All right, he makes the call with pocket sixes. Kelly, of course, moves all in here. He does pick up a decent hand, though. King, queen offsuit out of the small blind. And Brian with king 5 out of the big blind. He looks, yeah, he made the call as well. Kelly is all in for less. For 16, so we got 1, 2, 3, 40,000 in the side. Everything else in the main. Side pots closed. 3 players are still betting. A lot going on here. A lot of these hands are going to be like this. A lot of side pots as we move forward, and these blinds shoot up. Jack high board. Jack 7, 8. Jeff is loving it. Brian's first act, he checks. Jeff flops the straight. Let's see what he elects to do in this spot. So Brian did check. I guess Jeff bet. We're just kind of behind on the action here.
He has one of my nines.
He went all in. I think Tony folded. Brian folded. Guess he got the wrong. There we go.
Just one more of those.
Yeah, please excuse that. That was not.
Wow.
Brian actually folded. And Jeff won that hand. We'll probably have to fix those. We're going to have to fix those chip counts momentarily. Looks like we're actually going to be at a final table very shortly. As soon as we do that, we will update all the chip counts, reset, and play this thing out. Again, the top 4 places being paid. First place, $2,000.
I made it this day. This little stack of chips I got. I went all in against them. Yeah.
That's what you got left?
That's what I got left, yeah. had aces, queens. He had aces, kings.
I'll do one at a time. I'll go. Will I get in trouble? Yes. I don't think this rules here.
Yes, Becky.
George,
Here.
can I got my cards like this so my rail can see it?
Call a friend.
Yeah, I need my rail. I need my rail. Y'all go. One for yes,
See you, Cal.
nothing for no.
Thank you.
All right, we got just a little over 20 players left. 3 short tables, a little over 20 players.
Hey, yeah.
Remember, we still got $2,000 up top first place, so we play good. 20 and 40,000. You still got about 6 bounties left in here somewhere, a lot of good prizes.
I play blackjack.
I'm small.
First time
I'm
you've
small.
ever played. First time ever.
I wasn't kidding. I learned really much YouTube.
I was just a big blind. I'm small.
No, I said I watched it before I came.
I'm big blind. 40,000? No, that's all my chips. The big blind? The big blind. You guys are new, so
Blinds are up 20 and 40,000 to go. And Travis, King Jack off suit. He moves all in.
Survivor.
Go ahead. Stay alive. King Jack versus King 8. Add 4 for
Multiple all ends here. Multiple all in action. Rebecca has everybody covered. Who else is in the hand?
Someone's getting a free mount.
Oh, now we have some players.
Good to see you.
Let's get all the action caught up here.
Watch Brian over there. Watch him. What do you have? One chip? I got one chip and a chair.
A chip and a chair, Tony. A chip and a chair.
That's it.
I'm still barely.
Chip
I'm about to take my chair away from me, so barely. What's going on? All right? Good, good. Are you doing the best bet live stream before?
You still surviving? Come on in, Terry. You got a lot of chips there. Nice hat.
I won it. That makes it even better.
Does make it better.
Do what? No, sir.
Come over here like you get to
I'm sorry. Okay. Brian will show me. I'll let Brian do it.
Yeah, let me see your card. I'll show you how to do it. Gritty? R-I-B-S. Gritty. Good luck, everybody.
All right, final 2 tables, it sounds like.
I look like a hick, you know, really. I look like a Nebraska farmer.
You look like a poker player.
What's your name, bud?
Jones, Terry Jones. Terry with a T. I'm sorry?
You're showing one of your cards?
Oh, sorry about that. What are we doing?
He just wanted to go on a chip count.
Okay. And I showed my cards. I didn't show the ace though.
It said just over 20 a minute ago.
20 only?
Yeah.
Really?
What was that? 200.
All right, rejoining the action here. Travis moves all in. Well, he is all in with the small blind. Okay.
After I showed all my cards. Good luck, all in.
Good luck, Brian. Thank you, Tom.
Brian's all in. The big blind's still there. Jonathan. Brian's all in with ace queen. Travis with ace 5. Jonathan with nothing does lay it down. So Travis all in and at risk here. Ace 5 against Brian's ace queen. Let's see the run out. 3 spades on the board. Ace of spades for Brian.
Oh, you got a flush.
He does hit the flush. That eliminates Travis here on this featured table. Brian chipping up does not have exactly, doesn't have 268,000, but a nice healthy stack remaining. That's it for Travis tonight. Thanks, Travis, for coming out and supporting this cause. Again, charity tournament benefiting Christ the King Catholic School. Just in rebuys alone, $20 rebuys a piece, we were able to raise over $8,600. That's amazing.
Hey, you do it again.
Okay. Sorry, I had the mic on there. I will be stepping away in just a moment. I got to give help out the dealers here. We'll finish this hand, and then I'll step back for a second. Actions to Brian here. King 9 offsuit. Good blinds are 20 and 40,000. But he folds to the blinds. Jonathan with ace queen offsuit. And some chips to play with. He just flats, it looks like. Oh, raised to 60. I just couldn't see the chips. He said he raised to 60. 80, even better. That's enough to get Riddick to fold. Jonathan takes this one down, stealing the blinds. All right, let me step away from the action for just a moment. I will be back momentarily. Enjoy the show.
He's already won 3 things he doesn't want. Don't give him a 4. The last one was cash, so I'll take that.
You didn't have a problem with
He'll take that.
Yeah, finally, the last one.
Nice.
2,000.
Nice.
Better than first place.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. chase me around.
It's fine. I found you. That's all that matters.
Okay.
$2, my dear.
Thank you.
All right, we're down to 15 of the finest players in the report.
40.
Still have a couple bounties left.
I'm trying to win some money.
Alright, so I don't know if you're gonna win money, but
I got a cup. Or glass.
Got a hat and
I got a hat and a glass. Be like the man.
yeah, you guys come every year.
That's it. You know what I mean? Really. Yes, sir. That's a good question. There's 40 right there.
I didn't even come in.
No, it's delay. What is it, 80? I think it can one.
80 now. You're basically all in on the big one.
How much is it?
Hey, George. George. I'm all in on a big blind. I'm not looking. Hey, I go blind.
Did anybody call you?
Well, I don't know. It's 80,000, so.
Oh, somebody's gonna call you, Tone. Don't you worry about it.
Brian will call me.
Brian, what about Terry? Last minute replacement player, and he's rocking through the whole thing.
I know.
Well done, Terry.
Amazing.
Yeah, got a hat
Hey,
too. I see.
do I look like Nebraska or what?
You look fantastic. Did you text your wife the live feed so she can watch it?
I'm going to now. I watched Brian when he lost. He pumped pocket nines and beat pocket kings.
That was a mistake.
That was a mistake.
I got a chip left. I'm still in.
The bounty's still alive.
Look,
Terry has almost 300.
we got a show.
Terry has almost 300.
And I want a glass.
Terry has almost 300.
I like to pen that hard. That's the guarantee.
King!
I told you, pen that hard.
Got it.
Yep.
It's all over.
Drink it out of my glass.
All right, dealers, dealers,
Hey, it took a lot of rebounds to get here, though.
I did a lot too. I kept getting beat by 8-4 twice, 8-4. Man down, Jess. How many tables are we down?
I think two.
We'll see when we get to 1. I know by one chip.
Do they have a replay?
All right,
Are you a mountie?
we're almost down to our final table, 40 and 80,000.
Oh, Brian. Now I got you. Now that
Sorry.
huh?
Table 59.
So it's Tony.
I got one chip left.
And then, big
I'll call
blind.
that.
We got two bounties all in on this one.
Who's the other bounty?
Looks like we're down to about
You're a bounty too? I have two bounties all in on the blind. He missed my
bounties all
one
in
chip.
the blind on the feature table. About 13 players left. Almost down to our final table.
Now's the time for some good cards.
Yeah.
40 and 80,000.
Let me win this one chip.
Man.
80,000. I know you know. Look at this guy.
Oh, Brian's going to leave some money.
3 bounties all in.
Went too?
3 bounties all in.
How many people
I'm
got
not all in.
that table? Or is it all of them?
I got more chips.
Nobody has more.
There'll be
We
room
might
in
be able to
We
find
have 3 bounties all in.
Good luck, Brian.
Good luck, Brian.
I got a lousy hand, but I got a chance to get 2 bounties.
Are you a bounty too?
Yeah.
No, I was a bounty too. You all in too, Bill?
Yes, everybody show.
All right, 8-6 versus 8-5. Queen of Hearts versus Jack 6. of hearts. I like Billy. Yeah, I like the 8 private clubs. Like 8 private clubs for the group on the inside.
Yeah.
Coming, Jack.
Chip in a chair, Brian.
I like Billy's the best.
We'll take Brian to a lunchbox out with Jack on the big block, or the side block. Billy with the main,
couple of sixes
with
up
8
there.
5.
Jack Deuce. There's only a couple left. Hearts. 6 is 1.
6 deuce 8. Billy's the lead.
Oh boy.
5.
That's George. He looked at
Private clubs is a joint.
Wham!
That's me. I get all of that.
I win a bounty. I win his bounty.
You win my bounty.
Good hand, Brian.
Thank you.
One bounty eliminated.
There you go.
Billy quadruples up.
He's got
And
my
Brian
bounty.
takes a big outside block.
George, should I give this to George? Should I give this to you?
That's why I had to call.
Exactly.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
See you, Tony. Nice to see you.
Good
What
game.
number?
What'd you
Bounty
get?
7.
7. Thanks, guys. Bye, guys. Thank you very much.
Hey, it's good seeing you. It's good.
That's it?
Yeah, I know. It's good, good.
A lot of fun, Tony.
Small blind, big blind. Good luck.
You still got your bounty on you there, right?
Yeah, I still got a bounty to play.
Good luck.
That much?
Yes, it is. That much.
Yeah, stick around a little bit. Listen, you don't get
Pretty good looking bounty prize here for Billy for knocking out Tony. He gets you 1 night stay at 1 Ocean and a bottle of Crown Royal.
Whoa!
You got the bottle of Crown Royal?
Hey, Billy, I give you 100 grand. I give you 100 grand for the bottle and the one nice. I need that. Hey, Jeff. I need that more than anything.
He's all in for 20.
Can I purchase that? I want to give him 100 grand for the bottle and the stage.
Got bounty all in again?
Yeah.
I hope so. Uh-oh. He's got a 4.
You're almost drawing that on.
Billy all in again, but he leads.
He's got it. He's got it.
Gonna double up again.
All
You get to keep your bounty.
5,000 and my game just picks up.
So I'm 40.
11 players left. Almost at our final table. 11 players.
That'll be nice.
You caught up quick.
Stop looking at my chips.
Hey, I'm licking my lips for
I
your
know.
chips.
You're over here opening my chips.
I don't, I love getting your chips.
One more water bottle for the kids to steal.
They said 11, huh?
All right, here we go. We got a hat in the pot.
How do you want it? You want to play the food or something? Okay.
I'm the best bet.
Is it be there tomorrow or something so I can tell Ben?
Jones, the total bet right now is 160.
I'm sorry?
160,000. So
Oh, I'm
We got a 3-way all in on the outside table. Ace Queen against King 7 against King Jack of clubs. Ace Queen's looking good. Ace 4 trades.
Queen 6. Yes, he did.
Everybody's surprised to see me here.
What's up with you, Ratty?
not be beat.
And the hat.
And the hat.
Don't forget the hat.
Brian will take the hat. Brian will take the
I
hat.
got a couple of
Brian and I are going to be on a tournament on the Norwegian getaway. And they'll give us money to wear these hats.
All right, we're 5 and 5. Justin, 5 and 5. Hold on, wait, 90. You got 80.
Yes, 80. So, one face, two folds.
Watch out. You here.
Oh, where are my chips at? Oh, where are my chips at?
Oh, 2 pair.
No bad beat.
All right, still playing 40 and 80,000. Got a player on the feature table.
All right, Johnny, there's no more action. Look over there.
All international risk.
Good luck, man.
6-7 versus 8-9 on top of 8. Oh my God, what a card. 2 pair versus 1 pair.
Oh, Brian's got a
7 still up.
You know, that was a little overkill there. You didn't have to get that last 7.
Good hand.
Hey, guys, we're going to have fun too.
Good luck.
We're going to do what?
You got like every bounty there was.
Hold up.
All right, we need this C card and hold off.
We're staying here.
Good app. You want one?
Alrighty, from the looks of things, we are ready to reset for final table action here on this Best Bet live stream. If you're just tuning in, thank you for joining us. We are streaming the final table now of this charity tournament, Christ the King Catholic School charity tournament. Final table action going to set off here. $20 rebuys, $100 buy-in. Out of the rebuys alone, they were able to raise over $8,600. We are paying the top 4 spots. First place gets $2,000. Second place gets $1,000. Third place $600. Fourth place $400. Still a couple bounties in play here. A couple items left to be won if you knock out some of these players, the players who have the bounty patch in front of them.
No, when I called them,
we are streaming out of Jacksonville, Florida. If you're new to the stream, it's the first time watching, welcome, first of all. Second of all, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button so that you can be up to date whenever we go live for any of our games here. We do cash games, tournament games, multiple times a week now. And you can actually go to our sites on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube Live and watch our old archived games. Plenty of content out there to watch. So we want to thank you for joining us. And as far as things that are going on here in Jacksonville, at our Jacksonville location, the month of November, we've got a lot going on. On top of all the daily high hands that we have every day until November the 27th from noon to 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Every 30 minutes, the high hand winner is going to get a honey baked ham. That's right, high hams are back by popular demand, and we're giving away honey baked hams to the high hand winners during those time periods every day until the 27th. Then Thursday, the 28th, you might know it better as Thanksgiving. We got some updated hours. We're opening a little later at 3 p.m., but we're going to stay open through Sunday night, 4 a.m. Long weekend here at Best Bet Jacksonville to get some poker in. And then Black Friday, the 29th, from midnight to the overnight, Thanksgiving through 10 a.m. on Friday the 29th. Every 15 minutes, High Hand gets $100. Little Black Friday black chip promotion. So if your significant other's out there shopping or everybody's tired from being stuffed with turkey, you can come out and try to win some money. $100 High Hand every 15 minutes. And then Saturday the 30th, be sure to join us for our Monster High Hands. This is going to be shared between both locations, Jacksonville and Orange Park, from noon to 6 p.m. And then from 6 p.m. to midnight, we're going to have $6,000 High Hands. We're giving away $12,000 that day for the Monster High Hand. So the high hand, the one high hand during each of those 6-hour periods is going to get $6,000. And it can't be shared, can't be tied between locations. So if you get a royal flush or if somebody else gets a royal flush, you can still get a royal flush and match it and get a share of that $6,000. We did this promotion this past Saturday, and only one person won each time. $6,000, all of it went to one person. The first one was here at Jacksonville. The second one was over at Orange Park. So it is possible to win it all. One of those monster high hands for $6,000. You can join us at either location November 30th. That's a Saturday from noon to 6 and then 6 to midnight. And on top of that, this coming weekend, we've got a nice little tournament, little mini series coming into Jacksonville. We've got a 100K guarantee with 4 flights.
And the dealer, thumbs up from the dealer.
Starting tomorrow and then on Saturday. Friday and Saturday this weekend, 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. are the flights into that. 20,000 starting chips, 30-minute levels on day 1, 40-minute levels if you make it to day 2 on Sunday. The restart at noon. Final table of that 100K guarantee. It's going to be streamed here on Best Bet Live, so be sure to stay close to your phones and computers so you get updated as to when we are going to start final table action here on Best Bet Live for that 100K guaranteed prize pool tournament. And then on Saturday, starting at noon, we've got the $2,100 buy-in, $500 bounty tournament. Let me pull up the information for that. Computer's running a little slow. My apologies. But again, $2,100 buy-ins. Every time you knock out a player, you're going to get $500 bounties. Starts at noon on Saturday. 15,000 in starting chips, 30-minute levels. Should be a good tournament. We're hoping this is something we can do on a more regular basis. Bring some bigger players in, bring some new players in. Something they're calling it the Bankroll Builder. And then the weekend concludes on Sunday. 1 p.m. start, $350 no-limit hold'em monster stack. 20,000 in starting chips, 30-minute levels. So plenty of tournament action this weekend, culminating in the final table being aired here on Best Bet Live. Be sure to tune in for that. If you go to check out our website, bestbetjacks.com, click on the poker tab, go down to Best Bet Live. You can see our upcoming live stream schedule. Any of the cash games you see there, you can get on the interest list for. You just need to email your information to johnnyp@bestbetjacks.com. Tell them what you want to play, and we'll get you on the interest list for that, and you can find yourself on the live stream here at Best Bet Live. Next live stream, again, the final table of that 100K guarantee is on Sunday. But after that, on Tuesday, we've got the 5-5 Pot Limit Omaha game. It's going to be our only Omaha stream of the month. Should be a good one. And then that Friday, next Friday, 5-10-25. No Limit Hold'em. It's one of the bigger games, one of the biggest games we get on a regular basis here. Multiple people. I know one that usually plays, one guy always buys in for $30,000. So there's always some good action to watch when that game is going. Again, visit our website for more details on the upcoming live stream schedule. I have posted that in the chat if you want to take a look at the upcoming schedule there. Again, we are about to resume final table action here for the charity tournament benefiting Christ the King Catholic School. Top 4 places are being paid $2,000 a first, $1,000 a second, $600 a third, $400 goes to 4th place. And with that, here we go. Blinds are starting here. This is the last hand at this level. 4,000, 40,000, 80,000 are the blinds. And action should go pretty quickly looking at the chip sizes. Here we go. So Bradley under the gun with King 10 offsuit makes the call. Jones makes the call with a suited ace, ace 5 of hearts. Go to Jonathan in the small blind. Lays it down, not much to play with Queen 5. And Miss Deb here in the 7 seat with the suited ace 7 of spades. Out of the big blind, moves all in. 295,000. Bradley right behind, thinking about it. Does have her covered. And with the King 10, he makes the call. See what Jones decides to do here with the suited ace. Again, with these charity tournaments, friendly play, friendly games, you're going to see a lot of banter, things that normally aren't allowed in tournament play, or poker play in general. But here we go. Miss Deb all in and at risk. She's got ace 7 of spades. Bradley holds King 10 offsuit, heads up to the flop. There was a pair of 10s on the flop. Ace of diamonds on the turn. Miss Deb still alive. And she is going to win. Double up here through Bradley. Ace 7. Got a pair of aces. Nice hand for Miss Deb. And she won a pair of best bet sunglasses. How about that? Very nice. Deb chipping up with a nice healthy stack. Even with that double up. Big stack there. She does have less than 10 big blinds. It's amazing when you think about that.
Oh, they're sharp.
Looking good, looking good.
Yes.
Look at the stack. It worked for Minnie Pearl. It'll work for you.
50 and 100 now. 50 and 100.
And 4 bounties left. What is mine? 50? Oh, you already had it out for me? Thank you.
So it will be a 100. Who's not a bounty?
Bounty here, I thought, right?
Took a quick look at the chip stack. Again, the blinds are going up. They are actually 50 and 100, so all of those big there is not a lot of wiggle room here to play here on this final table, this charity tournament. So we don't even know what Bradley has. He's all in the big blind. He hasn't even looked. But Jeremy under the gun with pocket 4s. He moves all in, 120,000 to go. See if he gets any action. Brian's got a decent hand here, Queen 10.
I know, right?
You should have just walked with the 120,000.
Cashing out, 120. Cashing out for 120.
All right, what's up? 4 bounties, right?
4, 6.
So Jeremy's all in. Bradley's all in. It's folded around to them. Jeremy has pocket 4s. Not sure what Bradley has. We'll see in just a moment when he flips them up. Sounds like 5-7 for Bradley. Live, very live against Jeremy's pocket 4s with 2 overcards. Let's see what the run out is. Here's the flop. 3 cards. 3-9-6, deuce of diamonds. Jack of clubs comes on the river. Jeremy's pocket fours hold up, and Bradley eliminated here in 9th place. Thanks for coming out, Bradley. We appreciate you supporting the cause.
Yeah, he did not lose. Trust me. No, he won like 5 bounties. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
It was 10, I thought.
No,
You just want a big one too. You're like, yeah, maybe I'll fold.
But
Oh, I
he,
thought it was 1 for 10.
that started like that. Then they started making, they added me. He won
50 and 100, 50 and 100, and there were
Again, blinds are 50,000, 100,000. Things are going to move very quickly here.
I got another pair of
I don't
shades.
even know what that was.
There you go. If you win this pot, you gotta wear the shades.
Yes, you do, absolutely.
I bet you did. Now you're in this one too. You never know.
60 is the bet. 1 all in.
Good.
I can only see.
3 folds. 4 folds. 5 folds.
6 Billy's all in.
160 is the bet.
So we got Billy moving all in under the gun. Ace 5 offsuit, 160K. Jeremy makes the call out of the big blind. Queen 8. Billy is all in and at risk with ace 5. 10, 5, 4. Billy hits a pair of 5s. Jeremy picks up the straight draw here, and he's got overs to the, does not improve his hand though. Billy doubling up here through Jeremy, tripping up.
He's not done yet.
Still got a couple chips, calm down.
You have to wear the shades though, remember they told you?
Small blind, big blind. I'm just trying to outlast you. I just got to beat you.
Right. No, it's big.
Yeah, you're this way. Tell her.
We already did.
Oh, Jeremy told her. Hey. She doesn't call.
Right beside you.
No,
It's a good looking.
it's a 20-minute delay.
There's 100 folds. 2 folds. 3 folds. 4 folds. 5 folds. 6 folds. 7. All in for 55 and then 9. I got pocket 8.
Ugh.
I got a live king
I got
though.
pocket 8s.
And it
And
took
one
his
of them.
8.
And one of the days.
You took one of his 8s.
Jeremy is all in and at risk. King 8. Billy has pocket 8s. Jeremy looking for a king and a king only to survive. Does not get it on the turn. Last hope on the river. Does not come. Billy's 8s and 6s are good to eliminate Jeremy here in 8th place here on this final table.
Billy's on the heater, boy. Billy's
I didn't knock him out, but he was knocked out.
Down to the 12 trophy on the table.
So my next hand is going to cost me $100,000, whether I play or not.
That's pricey.
Then there were 7. With 4 bounties.
Oh, yeah, 4 bounties. Bounties are good, man.
I don't know, that means somehow there's neither is 21. It worked, whatever.
Raise to 200 from the 3.
Got Brian here raising. Little min raise action here. Not going to see that very often with these blinds and chip stacks. 200,000 to go with ace 8 offsuit. Everybody folds around to the small blind. Jones makes the call. 5 tray off suit, and he is all in and at risk here. Oh, no, wait, he folded. Never mind. Move on to the next hand.
Is that right? You're not anything. Oh, I thought I was big blind.
No.
Sweet.
Not quite.
I'm like all in as soon as I'm big blind. You got plenty. You think so? Hanging tight. Expensive. So it is 100 to couple.
Got another min raise here, Tim, with king at 10 offsuit, raises 200,000. Over to Miss Deb with ace, king of clubs. She moves all in. Billy's going to lay that one down. 5 deuce. He's going to be out of there.
I'm all in because I can't do anything but that. I'm ashamed to show them.
But Jones forced to be all in there. 4 tray offsuit. It was only 80. Excuse that. All the extra is going over to Miss Deb. So it is heads up between the two. Jones all in and at risk. 4 tray offsuit. Miss Deb, ace, king of clubs.
Oh, you see what I mean?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
This is 60-40, 62, 39.
Cards,
It's not that bad. It looks real bad, but it's not that bad.
It looks bad, but yeah, it is.
Now it's bad.
Started out bad.
It was pretty bad. Deb flops pair of aces. Queen on the turn. Locks it up for her. Jones is going to be eliminated in this spot. Miss Deb chipping up some more. Nice play by Jones. Making it this far to the final table. Thank you for your contribution. Charity tournament benefiting Christ the King Catholic School.
Good all in. No. I just took 2 stacks of this 200K. I didn't match your sweater. Really all inspired to be like that.
Down to 6-handed play here. Top 4 getting paid.
We got a fancy best bet mug for the next person out.
Right. Oh, for the next person out. Like a lemonade. All in.
Billy in the 1 seat moving all in. Ace 8 offsuit. See if he gets any action.
I won the whole tournament with that hand. No, you made the play. That was the play. You have to do that. Yeah. You got to get heads up. I was out of position.
I was going to limp in because I was big blind if it was free, but there wasn't nothing I should be playing on any hand. So. Well played. But if you would have made it cheap, you would probably take it more from me.
I was just happy to take the blind.
Blinds are worth something right now, aren't they?
Two aces. Two of us. I'm the only one Deb will split with.
I'm happy to be here, George. Huh? I feel like I'm happy to be here if you saw the other table. Yeah. That or I'd have all the chips on 2 bad hands. Possible. We'll see what happens.
Blinds are still 50 and 100. Folding around to Tim with pocket tens. Out of the small blind. And all in. Nice, all in there. And Jonathan makes the call. All in for less. Jonathan all in and at risk. Jack 9 off suit out of the big blind. Tim picked up pocket tens in the small blind. Jonathan dominated right now. We'll see what the board brings us, though. Eight high board. Great board for Tim here. Pocket tens holding strong. Jonathan looking for a jack on the river. Does not get there. Jonathan has been eliminated in 6th place here. Final table of this charity tournament.
Down to 5. Down to 5. 4 get paid.
We are on the bubble right now. On the bubble.
No. I'll buy you a hoodie.
I will take those golf lessons.
Don't. 250. You need here's something to help you lug all your shit out.
So it is 100 golf stuff. How big? No. One big one. 1 folds. 3 folds. 4 folds.
All right, kick it up. 75, 150 next game.
Yeah, Buddha, this is Best Bet in Jacksonville, streaming out of Jacksonville, Florida. This is the final table of the Christ the King charity tournament. Tim moving all in here. King 5 offsuit on the button. Miss Deb makes the call. Ace 9 of diamonds. Tim is all in and at risk.
Come on, 5.
She spikes an ace on the flop. Not looking good at all for Tim there, and that one's going to do it. It locks it up for Miss Deb. Tim eliminated here in 5th place.
And another bounty. A bounty.
Miss Deb stoked. She just got herself a bounty. 2 bounties remain out of 4 players. See what she draws here.
Oh, you got a hoodie.
What does it say, darling?
16.
Let's see what she gets here. 4 players remaining. We are in the money. Top 4 places paid. Next player eliminated gets $400 cash. $600 for 3rd, $1,000 for 2nd, $2,000 for 1st.
He'll get you back there.
Jeremy. Wait, you want to sell it? Dukes.
All right, blinds are up. 75,000, 150,000 to go. This thing is going to wrap up soon. Brian moves all in under the gun. Ace, Jack off suit. Nobody really has anything to call there. He's going to scoop the blinds, it looks like. And indeed, that's what happens.
Placement's $400. And then I think 600 and then 1,000, 2,000, something like that.
That is correct. That is the payout.
4, 6. 1,000, 2,000. At minimum, you're making $400.
1, 2.
But my money's on you. My money's on you. Take your call.
Jared folds over to Miss Deb. She should probably fold here on the button for Trey.
What? Oh, 14. I thought it said 34.
20 to 14.
Yeah. You want to just split? No.
All in from the 1.
How much more is it?
Billy moves all in here in the 1 seat, out of the small blind. Little mystery hand at the moment. Brian considering it here out of the big blind with 10 deuce of hearts.
175 more. Would you like one? It's on me.
So yeah, that chip stack's way off. It's only 175 on top of the 150. Billy lets it go.
Same heart drop. What is it for me? 150. Yikes.
That can't be possible. Is that right? If you cut one of those in half and they're 5 and 5, they might be short.
Right?
No. That would be.
Oh.
There's
A little more than I thought.
We need 50. 10 more.
75, 150, still 75, 150.
All right. I did have it right the first time. You messed me up, man.
Or I was saying, like, if you were curious, you just break it down like that.
Oh, okay.
You knew they were 50s.
I got you. Expensive.
Capital buy.
All in from the 3.
Oh, I'm being very nice, Miss Deb. You are probably one of the nicest people to come to this place. And any time that you find yourself the chip leader at the final table four-handed, you've done something right to get there. Absolutely.
That's pretty much it. Everyone else is at 9.
Brian all in, Jared all in. Jared with 9-5, Brian with queen 5.
That's the queen. I'm done.
And he hits a queen, spikes the queen on the flop. And that's going to do it.
I had enough for like one more small blind at best.
Brian here eliminating Jared.
Down to 3, down to 3.
Good play, man.
You guys have the prize play?
Jared, though, walking away with $400 cash on top of any bounties he may have picked up along the way. There were a bunch of them, like 20 bounties, I think. So very nice for him. And we are down to the final 3 in this final table. Next player eliminated is going to get $600.
Hey, Deb, I'll give him 8 and we can chop up the rest. If he finishes third, he gets 6. I'd give him 200 more.
6, 1, 2.
And then we'll chop up the rest, which is, that would be $2,800, $1,400 apiece.
Interesting. We're talking a chop here.
We can play for the trophy. It's up to you. I mean, we can play for
Deb wants to play it out. Listen, you feel it? You feeling good? You play it out. It's not very often you get to a final table either. It's some good, valuable experience. You get some final table play, three-handed play, heads-up play even, if you make it that far. Billy, though, under the gun. Let's go of queen 6 offsuit.
I think Billy might want to do that.
You got 6 coming already. We got 6, 1, and 2. So we got $3,600.
Right. If we gave him 8, we'd chop up to 28, 14 apiece, and play for the trophy. Yay, nay?
Ones are high, you can do that. Or you give her a little extra.
Okay.
15.
No, we're about to right.
15 to 1 to half.
We're good, Deb? Okay. That's what we're going to do, right? Oh, so long as Billy is good with the 8.
Give me a second. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's smart.
I'll take it.
And we'll play for the trophy. We'll just play out the trophy.
Well, there you go. Sounds like all the numbers have been figured out.
14 and 14.
Little chop-a-roo chop action here. Billy's going to get 800, and then Brian and Miss Deb going to split up the rest. 1,400 apiece for them. And we're gonna play this one out to see who gets to walk away with the trophy for this Christ the King charity tournament. Again, $1,400 chopped up. So $1,400 going to both Brian and Miss Deb. Billy walking away with 800. Nice little deal for them. All that's left is to figure out who walks away with that little glass trophy.
Yeah, Deb and I have, all of us have a bounty.
No, I'm going to decide what we're doing. We'll play it out real fast. We'll still dish out the bounties. I got them.
Right, we're still playing for bounties. Each player remaining is a bounty, so every time someone gets eliminated, somebody's going to get something on top of what they've already won. Nice little deal.
3 bounties. What is going on?
All right. Hey, we need something special. Obviously, the sharks.
You guys have the bounty
keep our own bounties.
delivered right now. Hand picked.
I don't have a problem with that.
My dear, that is for your own bounty. And now the Michael Kors purse.
Ooh, good from Miss Deb. Nice little Michael Kors purse. I guess everybody's keeping their bounties. Good for them. A little something.
You two the choice. Do you want the golf lesson with TPC since you play?
What's the other one? I mean, I'll take the golf.
Yeah, I don't.
I assume you're not going to play, so you want ours. That's you?
I'll take that.
That's
Thanks,
you?
George.
Yeah, congratulations.
There we go.
Thanks for being around. Fantastic.
Toss this out.
Throw the money out, Jesse.
And here we go, playing for the trophy. All the prizes and money have been divvied up. And now we need to find a champion. And here we go on the button. Billy moving all in, 10-8 off suit.
150, 300 next hand. 150, 300.
Brian does make the call here, so Billy all in and at risk, 10-8 off suit. Up against Brian's 9-7 off suit.
I got Billy on with 8-10 against Brian.
10-8 versus 9-7. Let's see what the board brings us. Ace, Jack, 4, 3 diamonds. Billy has the diamond draw. 4 of clubs on the turn does not change anything. King of spades on the river, and
That's a chop. That's a chop, Jesse.
yeah, we're chopping that one up. Pair of 4s, ace, king, jack.
Chop it up. That's fair.
Bumblebees. I love the bumblebees.
300 in the big blind, 150 in the small blind.
It's going on pretty much.
Started angry? Huh? Bill, you all in?
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Almost. Or just
Right now,
Billy's just he's just moving all in.
because he's going to be pushing all in and fighting on top.
3 deuce offsuit. Brian making the call on the button. Ace deuce of offsuit. Miss Deb, Jack 6 of hearts. She makes the call as well. We got one player all in, and we still have action. Big hand here.
All right, we got Billy all in for 325,000. Everybody's
325. Right there. Right, Billy.
Devin Brian on the outside.
Two players that are still alive. Action's almost done.
8, 10, king, 2 spades on the clock.
Checks.
feeling good about it right now, Billy?
No, I feel really bad, George.
Down here, trying to eliminate Billy. Brian with the ace high is good. Yep, ace high. He's going to win this pot and eliminate Billy out of contention for the trophy.
Thank you for calling that out.
3 high for Billy. Not going to hold up. 8 high to Brian. Is going to
Nice play by Billy. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for your contribution here, helping out Christ the King Catholic School. We are now heads up. Final 2 players. Brian and Miss Deb playing it out for the trophy.
All right, the defending champion, Billy, defending champion from last year. Down to 2.
Where was the one? Yeah, so Deb gets the button, small button.
Alright, so now this is when it goes down. Okay? Before the flop, first action is going to be on small blind. Alright? After the flop, first action is on big blind.
And here we go, starting up heads up play. Miss Deb picks up queen 9 offsuit on the button. In the small, 150,000 small blind, 300,000 big blind. Deb's getting the raise in.
600 total. 600 total. 3 more.
Little min raise to 600,000. Brian lets it go.
Playing tough here at this one. Heads up for all the money, bragging rights, a fine trophy, bragging rights, and some cash.
That is 600. I'm all in.
Here we go. We have Brian moving all in here. King 5 of spades. Miss Deb makes the call. Jack 4.
Queen with 2 spades.
This could be it, folks.
Brian has King 5 of spades. We're bottom pairing a flush draw, Deb has a jack and a 4 for a pair of jacks in the lead so far. Turn card is a deuce. Jack 4 still in the lead.
Jack 4 is good. Pair of jacks.
Turn card is a 5.
Trip 5 for Miss Deb.
And maybe.
Yeah, I got it covered.
Brian Washington will take the turn.
Oh, sorry, that was Brian that had the trip 5s. He's going to take it down. He wins the trophy here. Knocks out Miss Deb. Has her covered. And that is going to do it. He takes down the tournament. This Christ the King Catholic School Charity Tournament. Gets the trophy. They did, however, split the prize pool, $1,400 apiece. A lot of fun tonight. Thank you, everybody, for participating and helping the cause. And that's going to do it for the game tonight. Be sure to join us this weekend as we kick off our 100K guarantee. We have flights tomorrow and on Saturday.
A lot of fun. You guys did a great job.
At 11 p.m. and 6 p.m. $360 buy-in is going to get you into that 100K guarantee tournament. With day 2 action starting up on Sunday at noon. Final table action streaming here on Best Bet Live. Noon on Saturday, $2,100 buy-in tournament, $500 bounties. Every time you knock someone out, you're going to get $500. Be sure to join us for that as well. Plus all the promotions and other tournaments going on. For more information on everything that's going on here at Jacksonville and at our sister location, Orange Park, visit our website, bestbetjacks.com, for more details. And that's going to do it for us here. My name is Wes. On behalf of all the crew here at Best Bet, everybody, all the dealers, everybody running the tournament, we thank you for tuning in and joining us. Be sure to join us again on Sunday as we stream that final table. That's going to do it for us tonight. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in.